All right, well, we're going to continue here with the solo fighter hardcore because it's been pretty good so far. My character is reasonably strong. I got some strength. I got some con. My saves are okay, at least my fortitude and reflex. My will save, but I try not to worry about that. Good amount of defense and still retaining that damage, so it's not too bad. I'm pretty tanky, and so we're able to survive through quite a few things. I'm going to head out to Gianthold and do some of the quests out there, kind of roll around, and it should be pretty straightforward and good experience, but again, we'll see exactly how everything goes. I got some hirelings for my adventure. So I have Larcener, who's going to help me out here. She is a devastating hireling. As I said before, if you don't know what to do with your hirelings, or, you know, like what hirelings to pick, read the descriptions and they'll tell you all about them. Barette. She is capable of healing, but Larcener's specialty lies in channeling the fury of the heavens to obliterate threats, which means she's not going to heal you. She's going to channel the fury of heavens to obliterate threats, which is great. Now, several of the quests in Gianthold have traps. In fact, a lot of them have traps. I will be doing every quest in Gianthold, including the Crucible, so you see how to do it, and solo, and on hardcore, to keep yourself alive. The first one with a lot of traps is going to be Feast or Famine. Feast or Famine has quite a few quests or traps out here, and there are ways to avoid all of them. So I'm going to show you how to avoid all of them so you don't die. Because I don't want you to die. That would be bad. It'd be really a big bummer if you know, somebody follows the example of the build that I got going on here and then they eat it to some traps. That'd be bad. Use second wind underwater? You bet. Second wind, you can do second wind at any time. You can always use second wind. Oh, if you want to get some free XP, pro tip, there's a waterfall here. Lava fall. Free XP. Bleeding rock falls.
Was very clouded when I
Crabs, no traps, and immediate confusion. Yeah, exactly. Avoid all those crabs, people.
But there is no land.
Alright, so I'm going to grab Larcener.
Our safety must be called.
I don't think Larcener has a death ward, so I'm just going to have to deal with that. Get my shield up. I failed. Oh man, this is what happens when I take a break from playing this character for a single day. I forget what my character does. Okay, this door is usually trapped. How do you get past it? You just pull the lever and run through. The traps have a delay. It's not trapped, but if it was trapped, it would have a delay on it. So you can just run right through that. Okay. I need to move this here because I need to move this more often. Second, this area can be trapped. So never walk here. It can be trapped. You just go around the side like so. I think I told Larcener to stop before the trap just in case. That is your second bit of trapped information. And don't worry, there's traps all over this place. If you're like, oh, am I going to miss out on some of the cool trapping info? No, you're not. There's tons and tons and tons and tons of traps. Careful of blades to be extended. You can also do that, yeah. There's so many traps in these quests. Actually, I'm going to move this over here. Okay, so this can be trapped in two ways. They can be trapped in the middle or trapped on the lever. So how do you deal with that? You use them all from the center of the door. I'm going to be as far away as physically possible. Inch yourself along, and then pull this lever. If it's trapped, it won't hit you. That can be a good way to get yourself through some dangerous situations. Just if it happens to be trapped, you can just run through, no problem. You can also use a hireling every time you're worried about a trap door. This door can't be trapped. I don't know why, it just isn't. And also you just randomly deal with the monsters as they come out. So like you have to fight these little ogre or orc guys, get them as they go. Important note, similarly, this right door is also never trapped. It's only this door that can be trapped. And again, same thing. You want to use it from the center here. So the way you get the absolute farthest away, click it, put your mouse over it, and then run against the door to make smaller increments. Because if you just walk forward, you're going to move a huge distance. But if you walk in and towards the door, you can be in these smaller increments. A little too far. There we go. Perfect. And you can use it. But again, also using a hireling and letting them die will help you out if that is something that you want to do. Voice actors, the deep voice is A+. Yeah, the giant. The Storm Reaper's pretty good. In my pen and paper game, I had to be the Stormreaver, and I don't do the Stormreaver voice that well. I try my best, but I don't think I'm the most convincing Stormreaver. Another thing, you're going to notice me using this ability, Shield Smash. Shield Smash is off the global cooldown as a Vanguard ability, which means you can use it even while you're animating doing something else. So I can use Shield Smash while attacking. So there's no consequence to using Shield Smash ever, so you should use it whenever you have the ability. The only difference is it does set your other abilities on cooldown, so, you know, that's the only consequences you might have there. Smash some crates, because I'm already here. I don't usually smash crates when I'm by myself, but I'm already here, so might as well. The trap is there. Can't hurt you. The message brought to you by the Sacred Fist gang. I mean, to be fair, if you're a Sacred Fist, you just walk into the traps and don't worry about it. Apparently, it doesn't share a cooldown with Whirlwind attack, though, which is interesting. 2 PM shift, not fun? That doesn't sound very fun. Why'd you do that? Why working so early? 5 to 2, damn. I always hated starting super early. I used to start work at 6 every day. And so you'd work like... the hours were supposed to be 6 to 3. But it was never 6 to 3. It was almost always 6 to 5:30. There was an entire 7-month period where I worked 6 to 6 every day. Oh, God. Never again. Only day off I had was Sunday. Same thing. Step in the middle. Inch, 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 inch. Lever. Important note, the traps in here are random. So that's the reason why, like, if you have Spot, you can obviously detect the traps. If you have a Rogue Hireling, they can get the traps for you. But again, if you don't, just be mindful of that. Also, the Hero Sorcerer Arch, they cast Disintegrate, which is dangerous for Hardcore League. So you need to keep that in mind. All right. Well, I'm already here, so inch, 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 inch. And Zekir is here. Convenient. Also, Shield Smash gives me defense, so gives me physical magic resistance rating, so it's not necessarily a bad thing to use. Also, I love how Larafay is just belting out spells constantly. Destruction and killing everybody. Get him, Larafay. Need their Mountain Dew? You work for Pepsi? Hey, people need their Mountain Dew, man. Do the do. We talked about this before, but I didn't have any of the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew when they were selling it. I didn't know it was in stores. So, and fortunately, you can't buy it anymore up here in frosty old Canada, or at least I haven't found that anywhere. Maybe they'll bring it back. We'll have to see. 70+ saves and evasion level 20. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, man, I got 36 on my fortitude. That's good enough, right? Stop. Thank you. Okay, so this one, how do you deal with this as a fighter? You go into this room and you kill this bad guy. The monsters can't get you if you're inside. Like a little secret hidey hole. Alright, so I managed to encounter 0 traps, which is kind of cool. And then Larafay is going to body block, so I don't have to worry about dying. Body block, Larafay, body block. I don't know what she's casting spells at. But anyway, other than that, I'm just going to chill here and do nothing. She'll come out with me. If you happen to be, you know, you might have to kill all the monsters in the room. That's okay. I just didn't have to on this character. It looks so great, so you just want to try it? Yeah! It is 100% that. I'm very vulnerable to that type of marketing, where it's like, try this flavor. It sucks and it's bad, and you'll hate it. And you're like, can't be that bad. I gotta buy one. And then I buy one. It's like there's the Flamin' Hot Mac and Cheetos you can buy. It's the Cheetos mac and cheese, Flamin' Hot. And it was the most foul thing I have ever smelled in my whole life. It didn't actually taste that bad, but it had this foul odor that was just impossible to manage. I couldn't eat it. I had to throw all of it away. Both my roommate and I, it like stunk up the whole house. It had this putrid smell that would induce vomiting. It was vile. But I really like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's tasty. Pairs well with Hot Dew. Hot Dew. Hot do.
I see the terror.
Yeah, I can go
of
for a hot do right now.
history when I look upon this battlefield.
Alright.
Giants have done
Same thing.
great
Make sure I put on all my buffs when I start these quests, because you don't want to leave yourself open. Don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable position.
fear we will do
Let me go beat up all these trolls.
if we are not stopped.
I like how she waits right until I'm about to kill something, and then she executes it. There's a bunch of spiders in here. They're not super dangerous, so I tend to just kind of avoid all of them and run down the hallway and kill them all in a big pile at the end. As I said, remember that Shield Smash can be used while you're animating and doing other things, so you can use Shield Smash while you're in the middle of your attack. So you can just always press it whenever it's off cooldown. So don't worry about when you should be using it. The same is true for Stunning Shield, and technically also Shield Charge. The trick to Shield Charge is you have to reset your animation, and to do that, you have to move. I don't get Shield Charge on this character, but basically you press Shield Charge, and then you move, and then it'll let you continue to like animate and attack and stuff. What makes this such a great cleave. The pro tips about Vanguard. Hey, it's a bunch of trolls or something. Whirlwind attack! Execute attack! I said, Whirlwind attack just really gets the job done on this character. Some people have asked me why I use Whirlwind attack over Cleave and Great Cleave. The answer is that I wanted the defensive bonuses from the defensive feats, and I think Whirlwind attack is better. It hits twice, which is cool, so it's basically like using Cleave and Great Cleave in one ability, and it's a full 360, whereas Cleave is not a full 360. So it's grown on me. Whirlwind attack is definitely grown on me. Also, power attack is bad for this character because I'm playing on hardcore. My hit chance is a lot lower than it would be if I was playing on the regular servers, because I don't have an accuracy item as an example. So, just a little bit slower. Bam, get out of here, spiders. Just smash them in the face. It's also really satisfying to hit people with your shield, because your shield's big. Give me the old shield slam. You're going to be noticing I'm just kind of running through a lot of these quests, just sprinting through to the end. It's not too bad. The benefit of this fighter is I'm just so tanky, and I just drink potions as I run around that I don't think I can really die unless something one-shots me, which is why I'm going to be doing some of the more riskier stuff. I didn't expect the fighter to be as tanky as it is, but I guess since they added the epic defensive fighting bonus of hit points into heroics with the most recent patch, it really does help out a lot. This guy's a Deece Battlelord. Or like Deece Nuts. Got him. I should probably loot the chests in this room, because there's a bunch of them and I need gold. Ability to take power attack and precision. I've always wondered why. Sometimes you just swap between the two. There's situations where you may want precision. Or if you want the cleaves, so you want cleave and great cleave, you take power attack to get cleave and great cleave, and then you just use precision anyway. But precision is helpful for when monsters are champions that have extra fortification. Precision is helpful for when you have to fight constructs. Whereas power attack is not as good, because you need to be able to bypass fortification, as I said. So yeah, it depends. Or in like raids, oftentimes you just need that extra hit chance because a lot of raid bosses have really high amounts of armor class. So that's where you would want precision over power attack, which gives you the minus. Also, if you ever see me randomly just using Shattering Strike as I'm walking around, and you're like, why is he doing that? There's no secret trick. I just change my keybinds around, and it takes time to relearn this stuff. That's all it is. Oh, good. He dispelled magic me on my first, like, the second I came into combat. Thanks, Rourke. Bastard. I still have a lot of my buffs, though, so I'm okay. I'm alright. Do I still have jump? I do. Perfect. I'm going to show you guys how to do the maze jump, as well as the actual whole maze when I do Maze of Madness here. Important note, you cannot solo Maze of Madness. You need a hireling or a pet. You need somebody else to pull levers for you. So if you don't have a hireling and you don't have a pet, don't go into Maze of Madness because you need one of those two things. It's not terribly difficult to do, but You'll see why in just a second. If you're wondering why exactly I'm doing the quests out here in Gianthold, the XP is pretty good because you get XP from going to each layer, like all the explorers as you go along, and there's lots of treasure. And this it gives you a saga bonus, which is also a good amount of XP. Important note, I'm only like 800,000 XP away from the level cap, so we're getting pretty close now. Oh, also, Lara Faye will attack things through the walls, so she's a little aggressive. You're just going to keep that in mind. She will try to kill everybody, even if they're not technically in the same area as that she is. Alright, Lara Faye, come here. She is going to use this lever. Why? Because I need to escape. There's a trap right here. You pull this trap with these levers. So by having her do this by myself, no trap, because I don't have to help anybody get through, because I can just teleport her through it. Jump skip doesn't save much time. It saves a little bit of time. The only time I wouldn't do the jump skip is if I have a trapper, because then you can get all the XP from trapping. Makes it quite good. I'm going to let her have her fun. I'm not going to kill that Minotaur. There you go. Good job, Lara Faye. You get knocked around by Minotaurs. Ooh, dodge. I love seeing that. Now, there is actually a cloak that drops out of here called the Ghost Waking Cloak. If I get the Ghost Waking Cloak, I'll be very excited because it gives me Ghostly. Now, again, there could be a trap here. Okay, it's one of these two levers. So, just stand all the way back as far as you can. Pull and back up. Back up. Like so. Actually, apparently if you stand over here, you don't even get hit. Cool. A lot of the traps in this dungeon are random. They really went all in with the random traps in Gianthold. There's a lot of random traps in Gianthold. It's kind of funny. Yep. Get out of here, Forsworn here. Hero. No random trap here. If you only see one lever, it's not trapped. Two levers could be a trap. Same thing. There's no trap. We're good. Okay, so if you do the jump skip, you jump up here, then you jump up here, and then you jump up here, and you climb over top of the walls to get through this. You basically just want to get over there, and then you can work your way around. I'm going to show you how to do that without that, so that way some people can learn that lesson. So, one of these is trapped. Oh my god! Triage was slain by lava! Oh! What happened? Oh! Was that Cog's lava? Were you trying to do the one quest that I always recommend everybody skips? The lava must flow? Or the magma must flow? And I tell everybody to skip that quest because you're going to fall in the lava? Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway. The trap here actually doesn't affect this area. The trap is out here for some reason. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so here's how you get through this without having doing the jump skip, because let's say you have no jump. So you get Lara Faye. You're going to get her to pull this lever, right? And she's going to lock herself in. The lever is not blocked. Okay, hold on. Apparently I'm having clerical issues with the hireling. So let me try again here. Get her a little bit closer so she can absolutely use it. So you get her to pull this, right? So then once that's done, I need to... I'm going to have her to pull this a second time, I think. So I'm still clicked on it. And it should lock me in. And then pulling this will open the door and let me out. And... boom. Now all of a sudden everything is open and I can go through, and that opens up this area down here. So you just have her pull it twice and then you pull it on yourself and you're all set. I think the rest of the maze is pretty self-explanatory where you're supposed to go. Is this game worth playing? Great question. What do you want from that answer? What is that? What is an answer that means something to you? Is this game worth playing? Are you asking, is it being actively developed? Yes, it is being actively developed. So if you sink time into it, it can have value. Is this game worth playing? Like, are there other people playing? Yes, and there are other, like, the game population's been pretty steady. So new players, old players. You can check the player population with DDOaudit.com. Yeah, that's the question of, and this is one of the things it's my least favorite question to answer, because I always just don't know what somebody asks when they say, is it worth playing? I don't know. It's a video game. It's subjective. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to go bowling? I don't know. Great question. It could be worth it to go bowling. Can you afford it? Do you live in an area that has bowling alleys? Have you tried it before? Do you like bowling? If you like bowling, you'll probably have fun. So I find it's always a difficult question to ask because it's like extremely subjective. Ascribing value to subjective entertainment is complicated. Anyway, is active PvP? There is no PvP really in DDO. They added PvP at some point in the past to try to like make a mechanic, or like to make it so people could engage each other in combat with the tavern brawl system, and then they added like a whole PvP thing. The problem is we've advanced to the point where everybody can basically one-shot everybody else. Also, there's traps everywhere, so that's why if you notice I'm standing here, because there's traps all over this. There's also blade traps that stick out if you get too close. So I'm trying to stay as far away as I can. Did I get the door? Yeah, I did. Nice. Yeah, there's no real PvP in this video game. Okay, bye Ziv Gaming. Take care. But yeah, give DDO a try. It's free. It's a free MMORPG. All right. Now pull the lever down here. And we're all set. You got it. You need a hireling to pull a lot of these levers. Okay, up here. 1,000,000 traps, dude. 1,000,000 traps. So how do you get through this one? Actually, this is really easy. Fortunately, because he aggroed the traps. Usually there isn't a guy standing here. There's traps in the middle, so you walk along the edge. And there's always going to be traps here as well, if there's multiple levers. Fortunately, there's only one, so this door is going to open every time. Predictables time? Oh, sweet. Nice. Worth playing casually. Again, it's just something like I don't know how to answer that question. I can't answer that question for you. Again, just use the example of is it worth it to play, and then pick literally almost any other activity that you can do for entertainment. You know? I just don't know how to answer the question. I have no idea what somebody wants from an answer like that. That's why I usually ask about specifics. Like, what do you want? What do you want to know? It's a way easier question. Is there PvP? No. Is there an active community? Yes. I also wish I understood why that happened. I had Featherfall, but kept pressing forward. My character didn't move forward. He just kept going down. If it's the lava between the magma must flow, like that little jump area there, it's really glitchy. And for whatever reason, the water level is higher than it actually looks. That's all. Bit loaded since you're literally streaming it right now. Well, yeah. It's also a difficult question to answer because, like, I wouldn't call it a loaded question, but I'm heavily biased. I'm not going to say no. No, don't play this video game. I'm playing it and having a lot of fun. But you? Don't play it. I'm playing it like all the time. It's a great game. I love it. No, Dakota, I will get your weather report once we're done with the recording in about 4 hours. Yeah, sorry, dude. Moving that lava with rock boots? Then you can't get out. It just sinks you right to the bottom, too. Yep. If you have... That's one of the dangerous things about rock boots, is lava's water, apparently. Yeah, rock shoes really screw around with the game because you can't swim. Well, on the upside, Blue, remember, it's, you know, still close to the beginning of hardcore. You can try again. Sorry, this game's only for elite hackers. Basically, it's negative 1,000,000. Is it? Oh. In North Dakota? Really? How does someone change their default UI into something different like yours? So you need to download a UI modification or create your own. The tools to create your own are on the website lotrointerface.com, which is kind of confusing. But the UI that I have, you can get it by typing !UI in the chat. It'll bring you the link to Tormented Gothic Princess's page where they posted the their own the interface here. If you want to get this alternate UI, you can get that. So it's !UI in the chat. There's an insta got over encumbered. Yeah, they do weigh 500 pounds. Yep. What is Aurum roll? Aurum is Latin for gold. So it's gold roll. Why am I doing this quest? I'm not doing this quest. Why did I walk here? Also, Dark Tarius, welcome back to the stream team. Appreciate the support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Glad to have you here. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Is there like a DPS meter add-on? No. There's two reasons why. One, there's no way for anybody to track the damage you deal because there's no way to export the combat log or read the data that the game is putting out. There's no API or anything. But even if there was, a DPS meter in so many cases is not really helpful because the game is about small combats and skirmishes, and there's instant kills in DDO. So the only time a DPS meter is useful is really only in the hardest content in the entire game. Other than that, it's all about just how you feel about it. Do you feel like you're going fast enough or not? A DPS meter would not be as helpful in DDO as it is in like other MMORPGs. And this is coming from a guy who plays other MMORPGs which have DPS meters, and I always use them because they're fantastic, useful tools for improving your own gameplay. Can be a trap meter, or trap here. Here we go. Best you can have is a stopwatch? Yeah. That's why there's the DPS test kobolds on the preview server, where they just have 500,000 hit points, and then when you kill them, they spit out a number which tells you how long it took you to kill them. Yeah, it would be cool to have one for fun, but it wouldn't be as helpful as you think it would be, because DDO is not really comparable to a lot of other games. Yeah, and nowadays, kobolds need to have closer to 10 million hit points. Half a million is not enough. Alright, there can be a trap here. Ooh. I want to play hardcore, but I'm enjoying Pathfinder Kingmaker. Oh man, if you're enjoying Pathfinder Kingmaker, you're gonna have so much more fun when you hit Wrath of the Righteous. Okay, so there can be a Mega Ultra Giga trap here. This is where we sack the Favored Soul. Get him. Actually. Go open this door, please. There's no trap. Good. You always want to check that because this trap kills people every time. It's extremely dangerous. If I sack the Favored Soul, it's only a one use. It's just like an explosive mine, basically. If I sack the Favored Soul and the Favored Soul dies, who cares? There's a shrine right here. And hirelings, unfortunately for them, don't die permanently on Hardcore League.
You have entered the Aurum dining area.
Or better? Yeah, but how would you test that, Bazkoth? You just run a quest? What if you run a quest and, you know, the monsters just run in a different pattern so that, you know, you don't get as much damage because they move in a different pattern? Or what if, you know, like, monsters make their savings throws slightly better? You'd have to run the same dungeons hundreds of times. There's no, like, DPS standing thing. If there was a 10 million DPS kobold that you could buy for your airship, and there was, or like there was an area in the game where you could get a DPS test kobold and there was a tracker, maybe. But again, it's one of those things that isn't really generally helpful. The only thing I would want to track, if I could track anything, would be DCs. If I could track saves versus, you know, fails on monsters for spellcasters. So you could actually evaluate what is the difference between 100 DC and 105. I get that question all the time. Hey, Strim, what's the difference between 100 DC and 105 DC? Hey, Strim, what's the difference between 105 DC and 110 DC? Hey, Strim, what's the difference between 95 DC and 90 DC? And the thing is, conjecture. I have only opinions and feelings. I have no data. And it would be nice to be able to, like, run like 3 Sharns with 100 DC and then run 3 Sharns with 105 and see what the actual difference is to see how it feels. Try Kingmaker. I'm only 40 hours into Wrath of the Righteous, and I'm still like 200 hours away from completing it, so we'll see. You're playing wrong stuff a bajillion times worse. But people already do that. This is the internet. You don't need a DPS meter for one person to tell another person they're playing the game wrong. Okay, so you might have noticed something interesting. That my hireling senses a secret door. There's a secret door here. It's just a trap. When you pop the secret door, it kills you. So don't open the secret door that's there. There's a reason why the hireling can see it. You're supposed to find it because it's not actually a secret. It's actually just a trap that kills you. It is very funny. I love that. It's one of my favorite traps in the game, but it is also just a kill. You're done hardcore for the season? I don't really care about the rewards, so next season is going to be more prepared. Yeah. Also, completely avoid Sharn Lava. I've died there. Other people have died there. I never do the Magma Must Flow in Heroics. I just don't do it anymore. To show it by opening with a higher? No, I'm okay. I guess I could. Alright, let's do it. I'm very sorry, Larafe. You've done me a great service. Oh, I can't actually see it. Never mind. I don't have enough search. My search is only 10. Too bad. Character too dumb. Not enough search. Intelligence bad. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go here. Healing. Where's your ship to the average time would be? Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just saying, like, for general questing, it wouldn't be like the most important information. Like, imagine if somebody came out with an actual DPS meter today that was working in DDO. Most of the information you would get out of it would be kind of useless. Not all the information would be useless, but just a lot of it would be. Kill this guy, dude. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah. Question. Should I do a write-up on how to do custom color stuff in DDO chat? I don't really know where I would post it, but I get asked about it in game a lot. I know it's under the if you want, on the DDO wiki, there's a post for aliases where they show you about all the custom color stuff. If you wanted to do a write-up there and then link it there, that would probably be helpful a lot of people. Yeah, without the associated, like, kobold to stand there and take the hits so you could actually capture some information about your DPS, the amount of fluctuations you get while just generally questing is all over the place. Especially because, in general, the general rule in DDO is you want to kill something in one hit, if possible. You don't really want to be hitting something multiple times, which kind of gets rid of the whole DPS thing. You know, what's the DPS of an attack using Adrenaline, which is the Fury of the Wild ability that makes it so you auto crit and do 4 times damage. Well, if you hit a monster for 100k and they only have 20,000 health, do you do 20,000 damage or 100,000 damage? DDO isn't like other video games where monsters are, like, less disposable. Monsters are super disposable in DDO, right? That's why instant kills are a thing in this game and they're not in World of Warcraft, for example. Because when you do one-shot something, or you kill a monster in one hit, you're like, damn. An on-level monster, not obviously like a landscape mob, where it's also useless. Yeah, and then also, yeah. DPS is just one metric about how DDO works. Like, think about how important it is for crowd control to be in the game. Like, you want somebody who's crowd controlling monsters, or slowing them, or debuffing monsters and doing other things. Or just generally being tanky. Get out of here, everybody. Get out of here, Elder Air Elemental. Would definitely change the meta for raiding. The thing is, I don't entirely know. Because in a game, like, I'm going to keep using World of Warcraft as an example, because I think a lot of people are familiar with that one. In a game like World of Warcraft, the character that you use for raiding and questing is the same character. And in DDO, oftentimes those are not the same characters. Like, if you play a DC Sorcerer, there's a good chance your DC Sorcerer is not going to do very good in a raid. Because some raids have monsters where you have to instant kill, and you need to keep track of crowd control. But in, like, Lord of Blades, there's, like, 2 ad phases. And then there's the final ad phase, which is full of red names that you can't instant kill. So some characters just don't function at all. I mean, I guess it would help people refine their damage builds if they're going all in on damage. But it's also important to note that the people that focus exclusively on raiding as their primary form of content is a very small minority in DDO compared to other games. Even though it is a minority in other games as well, but it's very small in DDO. Like, the majority of people don't do any raiding whatsoever, not even talking about the actual hard raids that are, like, big time endgame.
Someone inside here.
Okay, another quest that is full of traps. Let's do it.
Stressed female voice faintly calls from deep within. Her words lost in the cavernous depths.
Top guilds putting out DPS benchmarks, but they won't do that. Top guilds won't do that. That's not how that works. If you play DDO, you would know that top guilds don't share their builds anywhere. They don't post them, because if you post your build, then it gets nerfed. There could be a trap here, you run under this to avoid it. So top guilds would have that information, but they wouldn't be sharing it with the public. It's not like having a DPS meter would now all of a sudden mean, unless it was being aggregated on a website without people's consent. So like weird like Warcraft logs or something, where people's builds would have to get posted on the website for people to post their numbers and their DPS tools. People would just track it internally and then not share that information. No, people would post numbers, but they wouldn't share the build. They would, unless it was forced upon them to share the build information, they wouldn't do it. Like, I know that there's some Giga Eldritch Knight build going around that a lot of people are playing that's super, super strong. I don't really know the details of it because it's not shared anywhere. It's you know it and you have a super strong, insanely powerful Eldritch Knight build, or you don't know it, and a lot of people just assume that Eldritch Knight is pretty middle of the pack, or lower. Because again, there's a big difference between sharing stuff on Discord and sharing stuff on a publicly accessible website. Usually to access any Discords, even if there aren't like passwords or permissions or anything like that, you need an invitation. You need somebody to let you through the door. Whether that is, you know, somebody inviting you directly, or you need to find the link somewhere that will take you to this place. So like even my Discord, it's a public Discord. Lots of people share their experiences and talk about the game, which is really cool. And I love it. But if something is posted in my Discord, it's not open to the general public, because even though the general public, it's fully open to them, like anybody can go on it, you have to know that my Discord exists and you have to know where to find it. And if you just type something into Google like DDO builds, it won't ever come up. Whereas the DDO forums, where it's just a regular website people will go to, it's one of the biggest problems with the Lord of the Rings Online in terms of its endgame community. There are endgame raiders in that game that can do incredible things in that video game, but it's all behind closed doors. It's all in these Discords. So when you ask somebody, hey, what is the setup you're doing? What's your rotation? What are you doing? You have to find the right people and then find your way into these Discords to find it. It's not like World of Warcraft, where at the very least you got something like Icy Veins, which doesn't have the best builds or the best item combinations or the best rotations, but it's got something. It's got something to get you started. So you can go from there and then kind of decide whether you want to copy it or, you know, come up with your own build idea. Also, I completely skipped how to get over the last trap, but yeah, jumping, feather falling. I was too busy talking about people not sharing information and data. Now, granted, Lord of the Rings Online has done better. There's a website called Lotro HQ, run by this person, Araforn, and it at least has some data to get you started. Okay, so this one, how do you get through this? Hug the right wall on your first try and you won't get knocked up. That's it. So if you're solo, this is what you do. Done. If you are not solo, then you'll have a bad time. But if you're solo, hug the right wall. You get Conjure Blade and then imbue with Shadow, you get additional point of force damage. That's not a bug. You can imbue with Shadow, because imbue with Shadow is a +1 to hit and damage bug, or buff. Yep. Yeah, it's a small team, exactly. That's one of the reasons why, like, the fact that we get all the features we get in DDO, I'm usually just pretty excited about. Yeah, I'd like to get more things and see larger features come out and be added to the game. But also, we get pretty regular updates. We got the new archetype thing, which really changed up how a lot of characters play. It feels good. Also, there can be traps in these levers. Dude, that's why I use it from the side. Yep. It's an enchantment, so it works. Also, rip kill shot. Died to a trap. But yeah, so when something is tremendously powerful, it's Madstone Games does have a habit of nerfing builds that go out of line, that are too powerful. They don't nerf every build that is strong, but if something is doing like a absurdly high amount of damage, they do end up adjusting things downwards. It's not that uncommon. Ow. Okay, there can be blade traps here and on the other bridge. So I'm just going to jump over this. And I did not get blade trapped. But people have the misconception that SSG will nerf everything that is strong, because when a super, super, ultra broken build gets revealed, it gets nerfed because it's way above the curve, like the standard curve. It's not super often that builds that are below the curve, or even like just regularly above the curve, get nerfed. As an example, Assassin Rogue has just been amazing for literally years. Sneak attack, good. Hasn't been nerfed. Why? Because it's okay for things to be good in the video game. But like the whole Shirati champion Fate Singer thing that was being able to delete raid bosses in like 1 second, yeah, that got nerfed. Because of course it did. Like, duh. Die. Oh, magic missile from this guy. That sucks. This is why you have access to the shield spells. You have to deal with that. And then you have other scenarios where Favored Soul gets nerfed like 4 patches in a row for reasons I don't understand. I understand some of it. So, for example, there's like the basic part of the Favored Soul nerf where Favored Souls were heavily over... Oh, I didn't go through there and pull the lever? I'm an idiot. You can swim into the water here. There's also an optional if you have a secret door detection to go down there. It opens up this gate. You can swim over there. Like, they really got to stop kicking Favored Souls while they're down. Important note, Favored Soul is still a very good class. Ow. There's also randomly traps there, so I jumped through the door. It's just that, you know, there doesn't need to be... You know, I just don't like it when a class gets nerfed like 4 patches straight.
Resonate through the locked door to the south. Horrific echoes of
People flock to successful business. SSGs can see what those are. I don't know how much of SSG's nerfing of Favored Soul was due to Hardcore League, just because a lot of the stuff that they did made a lot of sense in terms of bringing the power level in line. Favored Soul got incredibly heavily buffed because it was an underused class. And I can agree with the idea that some of those buffs were kind of too much for what they actually wanted them to do and to be like.
Please let me out of here.
One of the raids is also the loot is BTC. Yeah, I don't know why they still have bound to character loot. They should fix that and make it so it's bound to account on raids. Get destroyed! Zakya Rakshasa! Monster. I have 3 action points to spend. Oh, baby. I'm going to be using them, because I'm going to be taking Stunning Shield. Please! And hell are clearly audible.
I once saw a strange creature carry someone inside here.
He's just shooting somebody from outside of space-time.
Face full of hatred.
All right. Let me go get my loot now. See if I get anything good. I still have some more 13s to run before I like move on. Physical sheltering, deflecting. Gianthold's also nice because you do so many quests and you can get a lot of like good, useful items out of here. This is an awesome item. Intelligence of spell site? Damn, I should sell that on the auction house. Yo, what's up, Burnt Pickle? How are you doing? Currently running through some solo fighter build. Also, now I have access to Stunning Shield. You might be wondering why I didn't pick up the next ability here, Shield Combatant. Shield Combatant's quite good, but Stunning Shield is Stunning Shield. This ability allows me to stun whenever I want with a DC of 46 for some reason. So it's press a button, and whatever I press a button on dies. Very cool. Open lock Insightful Disable Device. Also very cool. Not going for Pearl of Power 10? No. I actually got a trinket. I got this out of the desert. The dust cart, randomly while I was running desert. Kind of cool. Everything here is bad. All right, Feral Barlow. Give me something good. Yep. I have one more guy, the Knoll. Come on. Evil Stink. Yeah. Oh. Oh, nothing. Oh, well. There's a Dwarven War Axe of Deadly. Hell yeah. Where's that helmet? I'm just going to dump that on the auction house. Everything else I'm going to sell out of the game. Post. Helmet. Here you go. 8,000. Oh. Never know. Somebody might need them. And now we just sell some nonsense. I got a Barovian hand axe. It's way better than this Fire Spitter hand axe that I picked up. I don't think I'm going to play a hand axe build, but I might. I'm going to bank the Fire Spitter, I think. Because I might play the hand axe build. I don't think I will, but I might. Okay. Fireball. Actually, I need the Wonder Fireball. I'm going to keep that. Full strength. I keep the Lesser Restore just in case. I don't remember if I need that for anything. Sweet. Alright, lost your Cleric and Shrine the other night at 18 because a party member didn't wait for traps to be disabled during House of Pain. Oh, and they didn't do Trapless? I'm going to show you guys Trapless. Why are the Zaki officers and Orm guys in the Gianthold camp? It's weird that you go out and slaughter their friends and then they trade with you. It's not necessarily weird. It's because they have animosity towards each other. You're a mercenary. You get hired to do something and you do your job. You work for the Orm and you slay the Zakia. You work for the Zakia and you slay the Orm. Makes sense to me. Remember, you're a mercenary. You could make the argument that they could go, we're not going to work with you because you killed all of our friends. But they could also go, efficient, enhanced killing power, eh? Well, let's just get this person with enhanced killing power and get them to kill the people that we don't want. Let's pay them more money. Mercenaries. Our characters don't really seem to have any moral quandary with doing, like, I want to say bad things, but doing things that maybe aren't the nicest. So, it is what it is. Also, I have enough money. Do I have a, where's my hole? I pulled one collapsed portable hole in this character, so I'm going to pull it out of my shared bank because I pulled it in a previous section. And I'm going to go get an extra set of bag slots, because I think I can. Yeah, I can. Also, you should be picking up your favor as you go, because a lot of them give hit points. I forget. The character with gears, punch pass size feels so powerful. Yeah, that's also the fun part about playing on hardcore, is it gives you that perspective. But still, losing your cleric sucks, dude. Sorry to hear about that. Ugh. At least you got time to catch up. Yeah, also not even everybody of the same organization are friends. Have you ever worked with a colleague that you don't like, but you have to work with them? It's like that, but times 100. Yes. I have 100,000 gold pieces, which is 10,000 platinum. Boop. Give me my backpack. Whoa. Alright, since I'm here, I might as well do Memoirs. The Orm getting rid of other Orm is getting rid of competition? Absolutely. 100%. Like any organization, there's that expression, you got to slit a few throats to get to the top. Well, in these scenarios, it's very literal. If you kill the person that's going for the same position within the Orm,
don't be shy.
I mean,
Come in.
just sounds like a good deal.
Step on over to the symbols on the floor. The adventure is about to begin.
There we go. Then he goes badge back in the kobold, reads the newspaper, sees adventurers, killed some random god. I mean, fortunately, that doesn't happen too often. It's very rare that we end up in the circumstance. We don't kill a god in DDO. We fight them until, for whatever circumstance, they no longer can fight us either. An adventure to beat up Steve from accounting? Yeah, screw Steve. Oh, gold roll? Good call. Alright, right, everybody, it's that time again. It's time for the gold roll. You put in your flasks. You could win a lot. You could lose a lot. I don't know who's going to win and who's going to lose. What I do know is everyone's going to have a fantastic time this gold roll. Are you ready? I am. Let's go. Gold roll. Ooh, Elixir of Discovery. Let's go. Oh, baby. That's a 94. That's a 94. Oh, yeah. That's a 94, dude. Oh, that feels good. Anyway, this is why you want Stunning Shield. So I can stun these guys and then they can't do anything. Got a 30-second cooldown, but doesn't stop it from being good. They have a lot of health in these quests, so you gotta be mindful about that. Die. Die, you elf rangers. If you missed it again, it's okay, you'll get it. So many flasks for so many people. I know! Dude, 94? I'll take it. I'm just banking up all that XP now. I don't even need it on this character. Also, you're going to notice that my hireling is not really doing a whole lot. Hirelings don't really work well in this quest. So if you're going to run this quest, make sure you're relatively self-sufficient. There's also no shrines in here, so if you are playing a character that requires the use of shrines, just bear in mind you can't use shrines here. That thing just make it save against my 46 DC, or 50 DC on Stunning Shield. I'm upset. Also, apparently the Thieving Elf Courier is also broken. Important note, Memoirs and Illusory Larcener doesn't really work. Yeah, why not double down? True, double your winnings. Silver roll.
Back to town. I think she forgot to mention that the elf has a lot of friends. You may want to make your exit a hasty one.
Alright, now we go down here. And go after the champ, get him with the stun, so we can do extra damage to it. When monsters are stunned, they are considered helpless, and they take additional damage from all sources. It was really helpful when the monsters have a lot of hit points. I want to chunk them down as quick as I can. Fortunately, the monsters also don't really move in this quest, because moving is really difficult because of the generating terrain. So it's really easy to chase everything down in here. What song do you play during gold rolls? I want to play it through my day to trick my brain into thinking something exciting is happening. Oh, that is the Click That Chest song from the game Trombone Champ. Trombone Champ released. It was a international phenomenon. Worldwide, everybody was playing Trombone Champ. And so, I played Trombone Champ, and I beat the whole game in one sitting. Did I beat the whole game in one sitting, or did I do it in 2 sittings? I think I beat the whole game in 1 sitting. Pretty sure I collected everything. DDO was down, so we didn't have anything else to play, so we played Trombone Champ. So eventually you'll get to a moment where you have to click a chest, and that's the Click That Chest music.
Well, fit for a minor figure in the Shine
I don't know if there's actually the sound file somewhere. I literally just pulled it from the game, so.
want this story to be authentic.
Even though we have that hatred of Orem in common, do not think we are friends. You could be next. Yep. Yeah, the Rakshasa are, business first. Remember, Rakshasa, while they may look like cat people, are straight the hell up demons. Like, Rakshasa are demons. So, if you're like, oh yeah, we'll be friends. I mean, you could be friends, maybe. But they are demons. Die, Sharn Ranger. There's a treasure chest. Nice. Oh, where were we going?
How many adventurers? I mean,
You actually don't need to kill these either if you want. You can just skip all of them. I'm just killing them because I'm already here. And I like killing people. I mean, look at all those XP points I get. Get them, Custom Robo. Now this is where I should definitely skip and not fight any of these, because this guy has blurry and incorporeality, and I can't deal with either of them, so I'm just going to ignore them. Yeah, the monsters don't really walk that well, so you can ignore most of them. Really weird. Although apparently this guy is actually tracking me pretty well.
on the symbols one last time, and we shall return to where it all began.
Here we go. And drink another haste potion.
A mean trick, I know. I do apologize, but this is where the story actually ends.
And then I actually don't need to kill all of these. I need to kill the boss who's going to be spawning just over there. Oh, it's a weird quest. Also, you need magic missile protection or you're going to die. Also, Lucy Lawful, even though she is a spellcaster, definitely has a 360-degree melee attack. So if you're not prepared for that, you will get hit by Lucy Lawful and take a whole bunch of damage by sitting behind her. Let's say you're like doing this with your friends or you're doing like an R10 group or something. Just keep that in mind. That even standing behind Lucy Lawful does not protect you from the damage that she does. Also, these guys can't move or do anything. They're like frozen and broken. Fun quest.
Better than I expected. Hop on the symbols one last time. No.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, because I checked after the game came out. I wanted to find a bunch of the songs that were there, so I went to Holy Wow's band camp to try to see what they had. And they only had a couple things. They had Trombone Skis was there, because I was looking for the song Baboons, and they didn't have baboons on there. They only had Trombone Skis and I think Scabbard, because Scabbard was for another game that they made music for.
A reward is due.
But yeah, so but there's the official song there. Click that chest. Oh, nice. There we go. I think it was because the game came out, and then a bunch of people probably asked them for the music, and they were like, oh yeah, good idea. We should post the music. Oh, the upgrade of the century. Let's go, dude. Sheltering 18, Resistance 5. Oh, I waited so long. And my waiting bore fruit. Oh. And it's got acid resistance. Streamer RNG, man. That's what happens. I'm going to be doing a couple more 13s before I go up, just because I want to do a couple more quests. Yep. Or as the French would say, sorry, as the British would say, tromboon. Huge fan. I do love the OU that comes all over the place in British English. All right, see if I got any more YouTube comment to check. People asking questions about the build, probably. I'm re-getting my ship buffs, and then going to be doing a couple more 13s before I move on. Somebody said, Dwarf Warhammer, Knight's Training, and Improved Crit Bludgeon, Kensai Tree, and Vanguard. I mean, you can do that, but this is solo hardcore. I'm not using 1 PDK Paladin so far, because doing fighting, shield mastery, and the extra HP is fantastic. There you go. Yeah, I didn't take the shield. I actually didn't take any of the shield feats, because I'm just going to take it at level 30. Syndrome board. Oh, that's really funny. It's not that funny, but I laughed. I'm an idiot. Anyway. Let's go. Lord's March Plaza. So, I don't like to do all the quests in Lord's March Plaza, but I will be doing one of them. Assault on the Summerfield, because I think that it's a pretty good quest to do. The rest of them are kind of sketchy. In fact, actually, Assault on the Summerfield is a difficult quest in and of itself, because in the final boss fight, you have a 10,000 hit point ogre you have to fight, which is not the dangerous part. That's actually the easy part. You'll get surrounded by spellcaster gnolls. The gnolls will come at you casting a lot of dangerous spells, specifically Cyclonic Blast. It's untyped, so there's no way to resist the damage, and if you fail your save, you get knocked down. Very, very dangerous. Yeah, because this is hardcore, I'm going to also be skipping Undermine. You can run Undermine if you want. I'm just skipping Undermine because it's hardcore. If I set the thing to explode and then my game disconnects, I'll be very upset. So I'm going to not have that happen. I'm going to skip that entire circumstance. Whereas this quest is literally just a big combat simulator. You just fight a bunch.
Eldritch portals open along the building ledges. Droam has begun their new assault.
I don't think there's a particular order to this quest. I think it's just one quest, or like one portal in the next portal. There might be a particular order, I actually don't know. Hey, more bad guys. Okay, here's spellcasters. You garbage. Do portals have an order? Do they? I've never paid attention enough to notice. I just wait for the next portal and then do it. It turns out you can be successful without even knowing stuff. That's really the lesson here. You don't need to know everything. Just know some things. Big combat center, a little inventory management sprinkled in. No, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in some of the other quests. So, for example, like Undermine is different. You can combat, but you can also stealth it. But you can also choose how you want to handle the bombs at the end. Whether you want to craft a detonator because you have trap making, or you want to set it for a short time because you have Dimension Door. I don't say that the entire game is just one big combat simulator, but I can also see where that argument comes in, so I'm not entirely disagreeing with you. Running through Tar Simulator? Yeah. And yeah, the running through Tar Simulator. The tar stick and stay. Not a slip and slide. No, it's a stick and stay. Hey, what's up, lag? Hello? 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 Oh, it wasn't lag. I just couldn't hit the guy when he was sitting down. Maybe I was just swinging my sword too high and it was going overhead.
While the Droam army commander reformulates his strat, this is likely the last working fountain in the Summerfield district.
Last working fountain, eh? And you just run around here and kill monsters. No real rhyme or reason. Everybody has a different order. I usually just hug the left wall and then go kill everybody. Gotcha. No! The boss is a mark of Maybar. Why? Oh. Come back. Do I even want to kill this? With the blurry and the incorporeality? Oh, I got the stun! Get him! He takes extra damage from light. Go, my hireling. Beat this guy up for my entertainment. Oh, God. Hey, man. They actually buffed up Storm of Vengeance a lot. What does this guy have? So he's got incorporeal and blurry and dodging. Get out of here. Dodge this. Jerk. Anyway, that guy already got killed. So I like traveling on the rooftops here because there's like harder monsters to hit. Just sneak over and get them. You might have to climb on other things to get to. Aim for the legs. General wants live prisoners. No, they say that. I mean, it makes sense, but that they would employ that type of strategy. That guy really should have aimed for the head, though, because I was coming to get him. Yeah, and at the end of the day, even if Storm of Vengeance has a 2-minute cooldown, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. You don't really use Storm of Vengeance that much. They did heavily buff Storm of Vengeance, though, so it is better than it used to be. Storm of Vengeance used to do basically nothing, and the lightning strikes were very uncommon. They actually made the lightning strikes more common, and the lightning strikes deal the damage of Call Lightning, which means that if you have Call Lightning Storm and Call Storm of Vengeance going at the same time, you get a lot of Call Lightnings happening at the same time. And it is a pretty noticeable improvement on your damage on a single target. Yeah, because like most of the time you're gonna Ice Flower Tsunami and the room is dead, and then you move to the next room. So like, unless there's a red name boss, you're probably not using it. So it's like Doom Reapers, red names. Yeah, that's it. And there's very few quests that have a lot of red names. There's a couple, but most of them don't. Usually it's just like one red name at the end. Right, Sallyport lock lever.
Just as you try engaging the Sallyport lock, Droam flankers pour through the passage. Summerfield's defensive line is breached.
Oh no, the defensive line. Okay, so I mentioned before, this place is dangerous. How are we going to deal with this? I will show you.
Sallyport flankers were a diversion. The true assault is just beginning.
I'm going to pull Tagarist to the front gate. There's no consequences for doing so, so I'm going to. Thank you. Come here, buddy. Gonna come all the way back here. So all the monsters are going to run in the middle, and I can just fight Tagarist all on my lonesome. Loathsome? Never mind, they actually aggroed me even from all the way over here. Cool. Cyclonic Blast knocked me down. That's what I was talking about with the Cyclonic Blast. So it looks like I actually do have to go get that guy. Get out of here, War Mage. Don't want to deal with your Cyclonic Blast. I'm gonna just keep my health back up to full just in case. Okay, so my plan to fight him near the door apparently doesn't work at all because everything aggroed anyway. So I learned my lesson. Apparently that was a bad idea. You should just ignore the boss and go kill all the war priests and stuff on the outside of the room. Since everything's basically already dead, I might as well go get the loot now. Does he have a blade barrier cast on his hammer? I don't know. I really love the like big ogre models. Those the ones they added here, especially with that attack where they like slam the ground. It looks very cool. I'm a big fan of that one. Oh, you also get additional chests for doing the optionals, like slaying additional Droem soldiers or rescuing wounded Stormreach guards. Are there any other 13s I want to do? I don't think so. I'm gonna double check. Checking quest list.
Hey Strim, Brian here.
Hey, what's up?
Cyclonic Blast is dangerous from the knockdown. Have you tried putting a powerful car airbag in your backpack to zoom you back up?
No, I haven't. That's a good idea, though. You know what else is a good idea? Ooh, leveling up to level 6. Also, I don't think they have cars in Stormreach. They might have cars, but I don't think they have cars. Yeah, I don't think they have that. That would be rad as heck, though. Just to get the old vehicle. Vehicle. Yeah, get like a knockdown prevention device. I will have knockdown prevention from Stand Fast. I just am not taking that for quite a while.
Hello Eltrim, Brian here.
Hey, what's up?
I'm sorry, I was so busy throwing D's nuts, got 'em, across your mouth, got 'em again, and jumping out of your mom, got 'em the third, that I almost forgot to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. You should have received a notice in the mail about your car's extended warranty eligibility.
Yeah, I think so.
Since I've not gotten a response, we're giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file. Extend it or else.
I mean, that's good to know. Thank you for giving me a final call. Thank you. This is why the bits matter. You know, if you want to do the old bully of Strimtom, as long as you pay $1, it's all good. So, thank you for the $1. And informing me of my car's extended warranty. I forgot about that. Man, I am so tanky right now. Holy guacamole. I feel good. And now I have 5 uses of second wind. My god. Tier 100. Refilling my potions. Even though I'm level 16, I'm still using potions of heroism, oils of cure serious wounds, and potions of haste. This is one of the reasons why if you're playing on a regular server and you have lots of money stored from other characters or previous past lives, you can afford all of these potions every single life instead of having to wait to get to a higher level to be able to buy them. And it's pretty good. I could actually buy rage potions as well, but then I'd just be drinking too many potions. Tuning things out, you're tired? Don't worry about it, Kalari. How are you doing? Long time no see. You haven't been around that much. I'm assuming you've just been busy getting ready for the holidays, hanging out, having a good time. Do you do anything against them? Great question. Let's do it right now. This is my solo fighter build. The character designed to do Hardcore League to show people how to solo through the game. YouTube series. Go check it out if you're bored. I haven't how I've done all of it. So, yes, let's do it. Also, unfortunate reality for people that are not used to live streamed content on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, yes, I am going to eat an entire apple during this recorded segment for YouTube, because if I don't eat, bad things happen to my internal organs. So this is a lesson. Go get an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Or so they say. Also, fuck you has died. Entire apple, and that's at no extra charge. Okay, I'm just old and tired. It's okay. Sometimes it happens. But yes, the Grim and Barette quest chain does have harder monsters. They have Abishai and lots of demons that are difficult to deal with, and they're at a higher level. I'll show you how to do Grim and Barette right now.
The Silver Flame are looking into cult activity in the area.
The hardest part in Grim and Barette, in my opinion, are actually the humans. They have really high will saves, which is very annoying if you're not prepared for that. So, talk to Mogar, Grim. Let's do some Grim and Barette. You're going to notice I'm keeping my initial hireling. I really want the damage, and especially since there's so many outsiders, Dorette does a good job here. Now, you need a good damage weapon to be able to bypass a lot of the damage reduction in here. So if you don't have a good damage weapon, you'll be out of luck. Fortunately, you get one for free out of Ravenloft. So go buy Ravenloft.
The planar orb is already mine. I'll leave my minions
Here we go.
to deal with you. And what remains of
Hey, what's up, Mist? How you doing? How are you now? Ugh. I'm just going to chop my way through all this. It's going to take a little while, but it's not too bad. The thing I need to be careful of is the blue Abishai. As I said before, they're the more dangerous ones, and they also turn invisible, which is annoying because you have to kill everything to get through this quest. So, unfortunately, if I don't kill the blue Abishai quickly, it's going to disappear, and then I'm not going to be able to catch it later. So I had to make sure I got it with the execute. For whatever reason, you have to kill every monster before the doors open. I don't like that most quests are designed like this, but it is what it is. If they don't design quests like this, then people will skip all the monsters. Remember to give an apple to people you meet in order to earn their favors. You get ingress into their locked towers. That's true. That would get you access to their locked towers, especially if you meet a fair maiden who is hungry and needs a snack. Give her an apple that you don't think is cursed. Don't give her the apple you think is cursed. It's a bad idea, generally. Especially with maidens that you don't know. You never know if somebody wants or doesn't want a cursed apple.
an Orthon guards a cage containing a large diamond.
So, why stunning shield? So I can do this. Hey, Orthon. Guess what? Stunning shield. Now he's stunned. He has a lot of hit points, though. Guy's about 10,000, I think. In heroics. Very scary. Take care, QVM. Sleep well.
And says, one last thing. I can open any of the sealed gatekeeper doors you might encounter. Just
Those little shackles off your elf.
and I
Mm-hmm.
will come.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As I said, a lot of this is just patience. The benefit of being a fighter is I'm relatively tanky. You'll notice that I'm not taking a lot of damage from these things. Why am I not taking a lot of damage? It's because the monsters don't deal a whole lot of physical damage in here, especially the Abishai. It's almost all elemental. Elemental resistances are quite good. You get your elemental resistances from House P buffs, so keep that in mind. There are traps here. The trap box is here, and there's a second one halfway down. Just keep that in mind. It's for an optional. You don't have to go that way.
As you enter the alley, you spot cultists guarding.
Yeah, the monsters, it's the humans in here that are the most dangerous. They do a lot of damage. They can get you pretty bad. For me, it's not that big of a deal because my character obviously is a very tanky fighter. On top of that, I have a reasonable amount of armor class, and I'm drinking potions like a madman. Yep. Have a weapon that is good aligned. Not a good weapon, like a powerful weapon, but a weapon that is good aligned. It needs to have the alignment status of good to bypass the damage reduction of the demons. And as I said, these guys just have a ton of health. They're really chunky. They take a long time to kill, and that's where the hireling comes in. Also, apparently the Lord of Destruction is casting Dispel Magic on me constantly, which is very cool. Yes, I'm going to have to be doing the rest of Gianthold without House B buffs because there's several monsters in Cabal for one that unfortunately cast Dispel Magic nearly constantly, which is very annoying. Oh, but yeah, it's not too bad. Just more time consuming than anything else. Because they really amp up the health on these monsters, and they really add a lot of monsters in these quest
Did you
chain.
say rage would be too many potions? I'm sure a haste, monster energy, every 30 seconds is fine. Send it.
I don't want to drink more potions before every combat, especially since it's only +2 strength and con. If it was like a real rage, then sure, maybe. But +2 strength and con? Nah, I'm good. Point of Glacia adds poison damage on hit with their spells, so you gotta be mindful about them. Even Larafay is running out of mana just fighting all these things. Because you'll notice that the monsters just have so much health. I can see it now, 1,300 each. And there's way more of them. Like, I've already killed 70 monsters when most monsters quests have around 70.
As you enter the Gatekeeper's stronghold, you spy a second Gatekeeper portal in the corridor ahead.
Calvira just died. To Stonejaw? Guys, stop fighting Stonejaw in heroics. Stonejaw is the T-Rex in the landscape of the Isle of Dread. You're not going to win. Stonejaw is going to win. Stop fighting Stonejaw. Give up. Stop whipping yourself into the wood chipper that is Stonejaw. Another benefit of the Abishai is they kind of just swarm around you. So as a character who uses whirlwind attack very regularly, it's very nice. It's like, oh, whirlwind attack again. Yep. Stonejaw is very scary and won't kill you. Now you might be like, but Strimtom, where's your doing Stonejaw and heroics challenge for Hardcore League? Oh, maybe. I actually don't know how dangerous Stonejaw is, if I'm being honest. I could probably beat Stonejaw on this character. Because you can go to any wilderness zone at whatever level you want on Hardcore. They did that to prevent issues where like some quest areas have like multiple levels of quests, prevent lockouts. Hardcore 1 was so much harder than every other Hardcore because they didn't have that. So like, for example, if you wanted to do Cult of the Six, the Adventure Zone is level 6. You had to do the whole thing at level 8. So the level 10 quest, which is 12 on Elite, you had to do it at level 8. 30%. Get him. Goodbye.
Returning peace and tranquility to this small glade.
I'm not trying to do that quest. It's not too bad. Also, when did I get human expertise? I can see the health bar of humans now. Important note, just buy this hireling. If you're not using Larafay Dorette, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Larafay is really good. She's got the damage. You know, she's got the big power. I'm a big fan. Why am I helping Grum and Bartlett? Because my character's a robot, so I haven't been alive for that long. Easily swindleable. So since my character's, you know, just very naive and can easily be like forced to assist others by just being like, he goes, hey, can you help? And I'm like, yeah, I can.
Hello, Eltrim.
Hey.
I just want to let you know.
No.
L plus ratio plus wrong plus get a job plus unfunny plus you fell off plus never liked you anyway plus coke plus
that's true, yep.
allergic to gluten plus
I'm not allergic to
don't
gluten.
care plus cringe kid plus literally shut the
I'm not that much
fuck
of a kid.
plus Galileo did it better plus
Oh,
you
I did it better than
haven't
Galileo.
made an
Galileo
MSX
sucks compared to me.
plus BF is kinda ugly plus I have more subscribers plus zone plus
You probably have
Atola
more
plus
subscribers.
reverse double take back plus you sleep in a different bedroom from your wife plus get wrecked plus
Wait, I got a
said
wife
it
and a
better, plus
boyfriend?
you smell
Bro.
plus copy plus who asked
I think you got the L plus ratio.
plus dead game plus seeth plus a coward plus stay mad plus you main you me plus ed plus you drive a Fiat 500 plus
I don't even know who
the whole
Yumi
watch
is.
XQC now plus yo mama plus okay plus currently listening to Rizzle Kicks without you plus mind-numbingly stupid plus voice is Ronald McDonald.
I don't sound like Ronald McDonald, do I? I actually don't know what Ronald McDonald sounds like. It's been too long since I've seen commercials. Did he talk in commercials? Man, R.I.P. Ronald McDonald. For those of you that don't know, Ronald McDonald, the mascot from McDonald's, got retired from McDonald's because there's a big scare that happened in the States where there was a viral prank going around where you dressed up in a clown costume and then found people in the middle of the night and jumped out at them and scared them.
I see the
It was in like 2016 or 2017. It was a big fad. A whole bunch of people were doing it. And then there was a fatality where I can't believe this happened. Someone in the United States of America decided to surprise somebody in the middle of night in a clown costume in like an alleyway. And then the person who got surprised was so surprised that they pulled out a gun and shot them Because that can happen in America, because in America you're allowed to carry guns whenever you want. And so the McDonald's decided to remove Ronald McDonald as their mascot.
We've got a deal then.
God access.
Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you telling me that if I jump somebody in the middle of the night wearing a spooky clown costume to look like a monster, like a nightmare creature, that all of a sudden somebody might shoot me? Whoa. Oh, yeah. Unreal Vision game suits. Police only caught the guy after almost 10 years. Amazing. Okay, so in this quest, you have multiple monsters. You have the Shaman and the Lore Masters, or the casters. The Shaman don't matter. The Lore Masters cast Displacement and Dispel Magic. So you want to find them as soon as you can and kill them. But the problem is they cast Displacement as their first spell, and Dispel Magic as their second. So you got to be very careful around them if you want to keep your magic going. If you don't have the jump, you have to go through the doors on the side and fight the boss. But if you have jump, you can just jump over the wall like I did. We dead? Okay, drunkards just laughed at him. Oh yeah. Well, it depends on, again, it's all context, right? Like, if you find somebody in a place where there's other human beings, it's not that big of a deal. Well, if you're by yourself in the middle of the night, in somewhere where there's not supposed to be anybody, or you don't, you know, you're just alone, you know what's going on? 100%. I'm not condoning use of violence. I'm just also not really surprised. It's like one of those things where it's like, you know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Got more Lore Masters. Blurry. I don't have True Seeing yet. Oh yeah, probably. You know who didn't quit? Grimace. True, Grimace is still out there. Yeah, they retired both Ronald and the Hamburglar. How could they retire the Hamburglar? I'm upset about this. Robble, robble, robble. Not the Hamburglar, man. He's iconic. In prison now, rip Gimp Man suit? Gimp suit man? That's okay. Realistically, if he was wearing the Gimp suit, he's all about, you know, being tied up and restrained. And what's a bigger restraint than prison? He got what he wanted. He was stealing burgers? No, he was burgling burgers. He was a burglar. Stealing is not the same thing as burgling. Burgling has some finesse, you know? I wish I had True Seeing. Oh, absolutely. Anyway, there's your lesson of the day. But I don't think I sound like... Anyway, I don't think I sound like Ronald McDonald, but I also don't know what Ronald McDonald sounds like. I just had to bring up that McDonald story because it was on the front of my mind. Go sleep now? I will. Yo, take care, young man. Enjoy your sleep. Enjoy your rest. And, you know what? Don't just enjoy your sleep and rest. Enjoy waking up tomorrow. I hope you have a good morning when you wake up. But sometimes that's tough. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed. Hope you do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. You know, so many people hope you have a good night's sleep. But not enough people hope you have a good wake up.
The last conspirator falls.
This quest would be way easier if I didn't have to deal with displacement all the time.
Relic that brought you here.
You'd be the person your first wake-up alarm thinks you can be. Oh, man. So true. The number of times where my alarm goes off and I'm like, snooze. I turn it off and then the second alarm kicks in that says, by the way, if you don't get out of bed, your life is ruined. I'm like, oh yeah, right. I have to do things.
As the rusty door swings open,
Get up.
issues from beyond it.
King Bendez
Alright.
has ordered your death.
I said, Dispel Magic is really annoying in here, but it is what it is. I'm going to kill this Glacier Wolf before I go to the next room, just because it has a trip, and so do these veterans. and then going for the Spellcaster right away, the Lore Master. The only thing I need to care about. Everything else doesn't matter. Nothing else here is dangerous. Except for the other Lore Master I forgot about. That's also dangerous. Rats. Oh, I have time. Gotcha. At least I got it done type. 100%. 11th hour. It's my favorite hour. Just get it done the millisecond before it's over. Okay, so downside, we're going to do the Crucible next. If you don't know how to do the Crucible solo, you're going to learn. If you don't know how to do the Crucible on hardcore solo, you're going to learn. But here's the trick.
For the night here when I first arrived.
I have to deal with one annoying moment because I don't have any social skills either, both in real life or in the game, which means I won't be able to use diplomacy to bypass an area where the floor falls out from underneath you, and that is going to be annoying. So we'll figure out how to do that. Oh yeah, also have a heavy shield. A lot of people also just send a tail to Strimtom. It works. I'll just carry you through the Crucible. Not a big deal.
Regal, this dragon looks how base.
A British cavalry saber? Well, it's hard to carry that open. I don't think you can open carry a British cavalry saber. I think that's the harder part. I don't think open carry extends to that. Usually I would break all the breakables, but I'm too impatient. I don't care. Hey, what's up, giant boy? I'm ready. Yeah, usually you talk to Daggertooth and get the map, and then you give the map to Gorn. That's all you have to do. The other stuff doesn't matter. So talk to Daggertooth, get the map, give it to Gorn. It only requires diplomacy, and not even that much. A lot of people try to do other stuff. Somebody will do Daggertooth and they won't talk to Gorn, and then they'll have the map in their backpack. They won't give it to this guy. Just all you do is talk to him, then talk to him. Daggertooth, then Gorn. The Knoll, then the Orc. You can open carry a greatsword? Oh shit. America, dude. Can you carry a gunblade like in Final Fantasy? He's Gorn Gut Chewer. Yeah, so he's an orc. It's not an odd name. It's an orc name. Alright. I actually need Lara Faye. I don't know why she's not with me, but I need her. Also, I need her on passive, because she's going to kill all the guys that are upstairs, and I don't want her to do that. Okay. So, you're going to stay here. I'm going to pull this lever first. I got to get back here. I'm going to be using... Whenever I can, I want to be pulling the lever myself. Because I want to use the hireling as little as possible for this. Because the hirelings get confused really easily. Hey, stop checking out where we're going. Alright. Okay, so now I'm gonna get her. I'm still targeting the valve. I'm gonna get her to pull it, as well as use the crest of the bat, so I can sneak through this door here again at the same time. So it's a bit of a timing game, but you want to get behind this door, have her pull the lever, so then that way, you know, she pulls it, and then you can grab the crest. If I click on the crest, then I'm clicked on nothing, and I'm not targeted on the lever anymore, and then she won't know what to pull. Now, you have to do this whole north. There's 3 sections. There's this side, and if you're over here, there's another gate over there. How do you pull the crest in there? If you go up to this wall, and you use your select key, you can select the scorpion socket through the wall. And now I don't even need to go over across to the north side at all. In fact, I got fastest version. So we're almost done. How cool is that? Pull this again. Get this out of here. This is the only other hard part. Is getting the hireling to do what you want here. Okay, go. Same deal. I'm gonna get the hireling to pull the lever. but they're going to run to me when they do it. I don't know why it happens, they just do. So, if I run into this corner, I'm going to squeak through this wall, because it's basically going to create a gap where the door is here, then the door is here, so I can just kind of squeak through. So watch this. So if we squeak through, now she's going to start running to me randomly for no reason. Because she's running to me randomly for no reason, I'm going to get her to use the valve a second time and pick up the crest of the snake, which gives me a little bit of time, so I can squeak back through again. Problem solved. I don't know why, but when you tell a hireling to use something, they always, like, use it and then sprint to you if they don't know where to go. Alright. Now, grabbing this. There are a bunch of traps that are going to blast out and do evil damage, which are quite dangerous. You have two options. Sack the hireling by getting them to pick up the Horn of Cunning. They'll instantly die, but when they die, they will drop the horn again here, and you can just jump over and pick it up. Or you can do what I'm about to do, which is much more dangerous, which is just target it. One hand on keyboard for movement, other hand on whatever your select key is for picking up the item, and then you want to jump grab. By jump grabbing, you're already in the air when you jump, and then you press the grab key, and it picks it up while you are walking away. So, jump grab. They're just walking around with their AR-15 cylinder like, lady, nice part of town. What do you think is going to happen? I have no idea. Oh, I forgot to pull I. You got to pull I one more time. Whee! Also, don't fall down here. It's dangerous. If you have to get across and you somehow don't have feather falling and jump because you haven't watched any other parts of the video series, and you don't think it's important to have feather falling and jump whenever you do anything, or movement speed, climb down the ladders, and then climb one way and climb up the other way. Important note, you can also do that if you're playing on non-hardcore, and you're soloing Crucible. You can just pick up the horn and die, and then have your hireling resurrect you, because all hirelings come with raised dead.
The gilded dragon head next to the door has a hole where the horn used to
There we go. Alright, so that's the first chunk done. Easy game. This part sucks and is annoying. Well, you just kind of jump in the water repeatedly, and eventually you'll get to where you want to go. Never make a mistake on the internet? Yep. Very true. Alright. We're almost there. We're like almost halfway done. Next is the Horn of Cunning. So, as I said, you want to have the ability to jump. This is very helpful here.
The sign reads, Chamber of
See these barrels? These, you can jump on there and jump up if you have max jump, which I do. Some of you might not, at which point you're going to have to hook around to the left. You also have to run through a whole bunch of traps. There's no good way to do this. If your character can't take 2 hits from a trap, don't volunteer to do this and get somebody else to do it. Jump, jump up. All of these are avoidable. This trap is dangerous. It will hit you more than once. But the worst part are these traps. They'll usually hit you twice. Once from one of them, or like the 2 of them there. So for me, I can take 100 hits. You might not be able to. You need to be able to eat 2 of those trap hits. You're going to die.
unguarded.
Now, Horn of Agility, same thing. You're going to grab it and run. Jump while you're running, because jumping will prevent you from getting hit as much. I took 3 hits there. You need to be able to take a few hits from these traps. Get a heavy shield. I failed those saves and I took 21 damage, okay? Even if you have 50 physical resistance rating from holding onto the shield, you're still going to feel really tanky. Now, as I said, the floor up here is going to break when I walk across it. So how do you get across? The trick, use the orcs. The orcs, where they're standing, is safe. Damn it. I'm going to go again. But basically, you just want to jump to the orcs specifically. Also, I don't know why the game like glitches out whenever you jump in and out of the water. It's very annoying. Just going to be jumping around. So I'm going to be silent while I eat these apple slices to get rid of all of them. I hate this swim. This section here sucks. Hair in my mouth. That's me, Swimtom. Alright, so this guy. Here we go. I got it. Damn it. I was too busy focusing on the hair that was in my mouth. Get out. Go. Freedom. I don't even get a hair. My hair's so short. Whatever. This part can be annoying. It's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of slow. I don't really have a lot of insight for this. Also, jump. If you get a frame perfect jump, you can actually jump on the floor as it's breaking. Remember, these guys here, H's, will cast Disintegrate, so just be careful about that. Alright. Again. There's a puzzle here.
You approach a prominent book.
If you have the wisdom of 34 or higher, you can read these books and it'll give you a 50-50 on which door is right. I don't have that. So, I'm just going to rip them. Have a heavy shield, stand as far off to the side as you can, and then jump when you open it. Jump. I take one hit, I drink a potion, wait for it to be done, and it resets.
The test of instinct has reset.
Jump. Take one hit, or 2 hits, drink a potion. Larcener, you're told not to move. I don't understand how AI hireling AI works, but we'll figure it out. Come on, Larcener. Get your head in the game. Sometimes you don't even take any damage. What's up, Rindenberg? How are ya?
Test of instinct has reset.
Where do you get liquid courage from? You... Bro! What is happening? She's on passive!
Reset.
Okay, I don't know what to... I don't know what to do. Hold on, Larcener, come over here. You go in the corner now, okay? Please stop running into the trap. Thank you. Anyway, I get liquid courage from here. It gives you 50 healing and repair amp from fighter after you drink a potion.
The test of
Dude,
instinct has reset.
what do I do? What is this? I've never seen this before. She's just as a magnet. She always runs into this. Okay, I guess I'll just use the other door. I'll just alternate back and forth because she's going to keep running into doors. What is happening?
The test of instinct.
I don't know how to explain this. It doesn't matter which door you pull. You just have to get... It's just a 1 in 6 every time. But, oh my god. I've literally never seen that. That is so mystifying to me. Alright, well, I guess she just really didn't want to play DDO anymore. She's like, nope, don't want to be in this quest. I hate the Crucible. Pull this lever in case you fall, and don't fall here. If you're solo, there's a good chance you might have to reset if you fall because of how the doors are arranged. Because there's lots of places you can go down and not up. Also, you really want to have freedom of movement for this because of Sleet Storm. You want to go after the Elementalists first. The Elementalists are more dangerous. However, the Soul Howlers will also hit you with Comet Fall. But the Elementalists dump Sleet Storm on top of you. And if you're Sleet Storm, you can't really get around. You gotta be really careful about that one. Always kill the Elementalist first. If you have ranged weapons, it makes this a lot easier because you can just shoot across and kill everybody so they can't damage you or knock you down with the ranged attacks that they have. Fake hints book with low wisdom. My wisdom's not low enough. Your wisdom needs to be 8 or below to be able to take the bad hints. And with the introduction of ship buffs and house B buffs, it's not really good to do. If I didn't have ship buffs or house B buffs, it'd be really easy. Right. Okay, so how do you know how to do this puzzle? When I pull this, okay, it's going to light up some lights. Think of this as a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 0 to 5. That's how many turns you have to do of each of the wheels. Okay, so when I pull this, blue 0, red 3, green 4. I'm going to go over to green and pull it 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then red is 3. Gonna pull red 3 times, which is just across. That's how you do that. You don't have to tell people what the symbols are. It's done like that intentionally. 1, 2, 3. I don't know who noticed that first. Somebody must have. You only have 1 minute to do that, and if you don't do it in 1 minute, it will reset.
The path forward is open.
All right. And now we have the swim. Evasion can help you if your reflex save is somewhere around 38 to 40. Mine isn't, so I'm going to fail pretty much every time. So pro tips, you want movement speed? Movement speed helps you while you're swimming through water, so my haste potions will be helpful. I'll be drinking them while I go. I'll be using Power Surge for some extra hit points. I can heal myself with Second Wind underwater, so it's not a big deal. The best way to learn how to do this is practice. Practice, 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 practice. Just do this like 30 times. Okay? Go on casual, swim through it again and again until you learn how to dodge everything. I can't explain to you how to dodge the things. You just kind of got to do it. So, you go left over here, through the middle, to the right, then back to the left, then to the right, then back to the left, then hard right. You can kind of swim against the current if you need to readjust. Again, right in between this little gap here, hard left, right away. Then you want to go up, then directly down, and then directly up. Again, swim against the current if your swim speed isn't fast enough. Then here, you want to swim down, then left, and then up. You get through here. And then lastly, you got to swim through this. And my swim is just enough to make go against the current very slowly. So once it stops spinning, I'll be able to go through. And that is basically how you do that. You can also bring your hireling with you to keep you alive in this room in case these monsters are more dangerous. Which, depending on your build, this room might be. Especially since if you can't deal with the spellcasters, you might just go down. You still have one section to get through. This is actually where I died on my Dark Apostate last hardcore season. Was in this section here. I would just eat this hit no matter what, because you can use potions underwater. And then you're going to go middle, it's middle, then you're going to go up, and then through the middle again. Because it's like a raised section. You can't really swim up. Then if you need to take a break, there's a rock section here, so you can climb on top of this rock, and you can heal yourself, you can cast spells, you can do whatever it is you got to do to get back up to full. And then you're going to eat this hit no matter what. You always take this hit. And that is how you do the swim in the Crucible. Didn't have a heavy shield. I did not have a heavy shield in that Dark Apostate. Nope, I just ate it and died. It was not ideal. Oh, I just walked over a square. These are almost always traps. That should have killed me. Don't ever walk over those. They're always traps. And now I just fight my way through the rest of the Crucible. Easy. So obviously this takes a lot longer if you do it solo than if you do it with a group. Because with a group, you can have people spreading out and doing different things and stuff. People can also be like breaking crates and boxes, what have you, along the way, which gives you more XP. But this is a solo fighter life, so as much as I would want to open up the group and help some people, because I'm sure there probably are people in my level range that are like, man, I can't believe you're doing this solo. Can you just carry me along? Can I just AFK at the start of the quest so I can get completion? Probably. There's a lot of people hate Crucible on Hardcore League because of the aforementioned dangerous parts. And before you say, okay, but Strimtom, you did this, but you're not a tanky fighter. You have 800 hit points. Of course you're not going to die swimming through the water. Sure, but even when I swam through the water, I only got hit one time by a trap. So I could play any character in the game and not die to that. Spellcaster, melee, it doesn't matter. So again, that's where the practice comes in. Get out of here. All about the practice. And since this takes a second to have his dialogue, I'll be right back. Go to grab something.
Welcome, warriors of the Storm's Fist, to the arena of power. Your champions survived their trials. You all won your place in the Horde. Now, these maggots must do the same. The new recruits will be harried by Daggertooth, the swift and wily ranger of the Windlasher Gnolls. They will be hammered by Gorn Gutchewer. He's not just crazy, blood-guzzling champion.
Blood guzzling champion of the dragon below.
And they'll face the leaders of the Cloven Jaw.
And as far as which boss you kill first, I don't think it matters. They'll suck. I usually go for the spellcaster usually,
Lord Jorgandal wants no
because killing spellcasters first is a good idea in video games.
Can these soft-looking
Don't know who to fight first? Magic user.
creatures survive the
Usually the answer.
of power? Today, the Storm's Fist.
Also, because I think he casts heal spells, which is annoying. But oh well, it is what it is. Give me my attack back. Man, I didn't get any opportunity attacks back. Very sad. And that's how you solo the Crucible on hardcore. Put on your voice of the master before you talk to him, because the XP is not bad. And get 40k. But then you do that with a 50% potion on Reaper mode with a buddy bonus active or something, and you get almost 100,000. God, this quest is so good. Backstabber gloves. Honestly, pretty good. I can't use them, but... Ooh, did I just pull Omnispell Dust out of this chest? You bet I did. I have no need of the Omnispell Dust, but I have it now. Very fun. And apparently I can carry 24,000 pounds? That seems like a lot, but alright.
Regal.
Alright, now we do Madstone Crator. Madstone Crator is the longest one. It is the worst one in my opinion, and it is madness. I don't like doing Madstone Crator. I actually don't really like the quest. It's just really long and boring. And then as solo, it's even worse. There's no tricky trick to make a Madstone Crator go faster or feel faster. It just takes 1,000 years. That's it. It's just a really long quest. Anyway, now that I upgraded Shield Smash, I'm going to make sure I upgrade it on my action bar. The reason why I use this spell all the time, it gives me PRR, MRR, but mostly it's just an extra attack that I can get for free.
Burns within all my kind. The best solution.
But I will teach you some cool tricks to make it faster.
The only solution is the one I see before me. Death to us all.
And the Giga Wizard of Hell? No. Sorry, I didn't read this yesterday. Mega Wizard of Heck. Here we go. It'll be like, you can't skip it. True. Shield Smash is a frontal cleave? It's definitely not a frontal cleave. No, that's not true at all. Shield Smash is not. Shield Charge is a frontal cleave. Shield Smash is definitely not a frontal cleave.
To avoid. The crater here will drive you mad.
Yeah, I could skip it, but I can't skip it if I want to get into Tor. Which means I wouldn't be able to skip it, so yeah, I kind of have to do this. The hireling is already in the field. Oh, my quest is bugged, so I don't have my hireling. That's going to make this dramatically more difficult because I can't heal the giant. I guess we're doing this without Lair Fey because my hireling is bugged in my party. Ah. Well. That explains why she was acting so weird. She was like bugging out and wasn't able to tell me. Fortunately, I have a lot of healing potions, so I'm not worried about the consequences of like dying to these monsters. But I am annoyed about some other stuff. Okay. And instant. No, I couldn't get him. Damn it. I was so close. Okay, first pro tip about this quest. This is going to waste some time, but I have to waste some time anyway. So, you can skip this first section here if you want by climbing. So, up here is the first crystal. If you have a high enough jump, you can just jump up here into this corner. And it will take you all the way up, and then boom, you're at where the first seer would be.
Waiting.
All right, so this is the first one. You can jump up here. This is good if you're trying to split up, so you can have one person skip, go here, and just run towards the second crystal, while other people are working on the first one. If you didn't know, you could do that.
In the
When you guys
passage
buy
beneath
hireling
the
bugged?
crater
Yep. Set her to passive. I don't have a hireling bar. There's nothing. There's no hireling in my party. The game is glitched. I'll try relogging after this. It should hopefully fix it. I don't need a hireling for this. I'm not worried. I'm immune to energy drain. And all of the enchanters can be easily taken out with Stunning Shield. I just have to get to them before they cast Displacement. Leave group when you're in town. Yep, I'll leave group when I'm in town.
There are no signs of a spellcaster or the giant seers ahead. Only piles
I think it'll tell me that there's somebody in a dungeon. Anyway, we kill the giants here. As I said, I'm not using my Stunning Shield because I'm saving it for the boss that's over here. Run out. He cast Displacement, which is annoying. Stunning Shield, please. Yes, got him. Only annoying part. Well, except when my Stunning Shield doesn't last long enough, and then he's still out here attacking. Die, please, dude. Displacement. Oh my god, it's still alive. Oh, I hate when they have 80% concealment. I need I desperately need something to prevent that. Okay, can I talk to you, please? Oh, meet the seer at the first crystal. Okay, we're done. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of waiting around in here. I do apologize for that. There's no real way to make it faster, but it is kind of boring. So, you know, that's kind of cool. Thanks for telling me to look at them. Got one and got your last two ascendancy points. Nice. Yep, that's exactly how you do it. Curic. That's why Curic missions are so good. They get you all sorts of stuff. I use my Curic missions for like endgame bosses. Because when you talk to Curic every day, sometimes he'll be like, hey, you know, Exile, did you want to do this Shaper map? And you're like, oh, yeah, okay. I'll fight a Shaper Guardian. Like, hey, did you want to fight one of the Elder Slayers? It's like, yeah, I did want to do that. How'd you know? Thanks, Curic. I got an augment? Which one did I get? What did I get? Ruby of Flame. Oh, baby. I could actually shove that into my sword and do an extra 5d6 fire damage. Do I have a reason to not do that? No, I don't think so. Sweet. Now I deal an extra 5d6s of fire damage per hit. It's noticeable. It's a good amount of damage. Wait, maps with Curic? Yep.
The bluff seen from the crater floor lies ahead. A shimmering magic crystal.
Oh my god, stop rolling twos, man. Yeah, this is gonna take me like an hour to get through. Oh, why? Why, Madstone Crator? Why? And this is also why I said, or when I was like, oh yeah, you can split up in this quest chain. The reason why you split up is because this quest takes forever. So if you send one person to each of the giants, it goes way faster. All right. So I could kill these. The problem with killing these is that they're really irritating. They're going to constantly be respawning, and I have to constantly keep fighting them. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have aggro on them, and I'm just going to sit here and block. Might be boring, but there's no reason for me to fight them. You pretty much always get conquest every time you do it. Do this quest. There's no way they can kill me, and I just don't want them going to fight the giant, and I don't want to have to refight them all the time. Because if they're not aggroed on me, then they might randomly run away and just go after the giant. And if they go after the giant, then I have no way to heal him. So this is just pretty much my best strategy. Do two-handed fighting feats with shield feats with the Bastard Sword. Yes, that is the baseline for this character. The favorite soul's Warforged Fighter Hireling is really slow. What favorite soul Warforged Fighter Hireling? Do you mean the melee favorite soul? Yeah, probably. Sounds right. Anyways, I'm just gonna sit here blocking until it's over. You're talking about, you're talking about me. I gotcha. There was a dig. I get it. Sorry, I'm stupid. Your joke just didn't work. No. Sorry, that's your fault. You should have known I'm not smart enough to get these high intellect jokes. Oh man, what a show. Could you imagine being these Minotaurs? How frustrating would this be? I know they're infected with the Madstone Rage, but there's just like this Warforged, this robot that's just standing here, and you just they just can't do anything to it. How annoying would that be? There's like, damn it, charge, 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 charge. Also, none of these are champs, which is another reason why I want to hold on to this. Because if any of these were champs, it'd be very annoying. Or maybe Subaru wasn't even dumb enough to think he is smart. How dumb do you feel? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Not enough bards on hardcore? Yeah, there's just not enough bards. There needs to be more of them. Somebody asked me if there should be more bards, rogues, or clerics in hardcore. I'm like, add more bards. Oh no, I'm getting close to half hit points. Alright, anyway, party's over. Time to go home. Go to the afterlife, everybody. Congratulations, you're being promoted to the afterlife. There you go. Enjoy. Actually, I don't even need to drink potions. I can just use my healy dealy. Bards are squishy? No, bards are insane. Again, I've said this before. The reason why bards die a lot on Hardcore League is because of hubris. People start playing bards, realize they can one-shot every monster that they come across, and then they make a mistake, slip up, and die. I guess they are squishy, but they're so glass cannony that played properly, you're never going to be in a situation where there's any danger, even when you play Reaper mode. No question, what does 7 mean? That is your number of challenges completed for the league. So by completing challenges, you earn the rewards. Press H on the keyboard when you're logged into the game. And you'll see the challenge list. Alright. No displacement. Oh! I got him! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. No, come back. Come back. Come back.
The madness overcame me, says the seer.
Oh my god.
Better now.
That's so good.
To find the crystal.
I haven't actually done most of the basic challenges. This one of them is like, I think it's like use an orb of fusing or something, or not use one of the basic orbs, and I haven't done it yet. I usually do a challenge cleanup towards like the end of the league, where then I go and do all the easy challenges to unlock a bunch of cosmetics. As I said, this quest literally just takes forever. It's my least favorite part of Gianthold. I just really despise this quest. It's just slow and waiting. It's very boring. Actually, you don't have to kill these, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna walk away. And Warforged Fighter away. Now, I have no way to heal the giant up here, so hopefully this won't take too long, but it might be frustrating to deal with. So, we'll see how this goes. Should be okay, but I have to be really careful and fast. Quick on the draw. Dark and Darker update looks weird. Well, I do like Ranger. You gotta try something else every once in a while, right? Also, you can't win every game. It's not really fair. Okay, so you don't kill the giant skeletons. They block the doorways so monsters don't come up here. Second, gotta get ready and get him going. So let's go, dude. Thank you. Start dancing. Always come up here right away. I want to kill this as soon as it spawns in. What? Oh no! I had my wand in my hand. Oh god. And then I gotta basically watch like a hawk. Minotaur coming up on the left side here, or on the right side. He's dead. There's a troll. He's dead. Watching all sides, making sure nothing's coming up. Nothing's coming up there. We're good. Nothing's coming up on the left, infected ogre. I'm going to have to go up because there's going to be another ogre magi. And this is all about timing. Just time it out. Make sure you fight everything properly. Don't let too many attacks go into the seer. And I should be okay. Okay. Again, monitor, 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 monitor. Nope. 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 Nope, we're good. Everything's fine. Just this guy. Get him. If you don't know where to stand, always go back up. Because you just want to keep track of where they're coming up. Minotaur. Okay, dead. There's another gonna be a giant up here. So Ogre Magi, go up for Ogre Magi. He cast invisibility. Get him anyway. Screw your invisibility. This is not pen and paper. Your invisibility does not give you concealment. Aha! And execute. And fail. Again, always make sure you're hasted. You can move around quickly. I'm focusing a lot on not reading chat right now because I don't have any way to heal this giant up. So even like a stray throwing axe damaging it is a problem. I really don't want to miss out on one monster, even if it's just something simple and quick. I really don't want to let this guy go invisible, also, which is annoying. Flammable Isles have fortification, that's why I didn't critically hit that guy even when I use my auto-crit attack, which is why fortification bypass is important. Also, I got an Ogre running up and a Minotaur at the same time.
Almost done.
Okay, he's dead.
Not much longer.
Okay, going back up for the Magi. Fortunately, they have this weird delay, which is very convenient. That Minotaur is on the outside of the wall, so he got stuck. That's very convenient. Sometimes they'll also do this. There's an invisible wall here, so they actually can't get up there. So for some reason, the Minotaurs will get broken, and they'll just run up against that wall, which is very convenient when that happens. We're almost done. Please. Please, my giant friend. Those Minotaurs got bored. They're like AFK. Didn't feel like helping, which is good. Nice. Okay, I'm basically done. Ooh. Oh, he made it. That was one hell of a charge. Got charged all the way up to the entire planet surface. Got it. All right, good. Whew, less paying attention.
The caster of the spell.
It's a circle fight, just like the third one. Just always on the move. Yep. Wait, circle fight just like the third one? No, the third one, there's no fighting. I'll show you how to do the third one. When I bring a healing hireling, my hireling's broken. I can't do anything with it. I have to town to fix it. She's attacking the caster fighter. She took Iron Will to add strength bonus to your spell damage. Yeah, Iron Will, good. Took Iron Will, didn't I? No, I didn't. My totem build has no strength. I just realized I have a belt that has strength on it. It's the only way I actually have enough.
The tunnel rises ahead.
Yeah, you don't have to do any fighting on the third one. I will show you how to do the third one with no fighting. Make it as easy as possible. It's a trick that a lot of people don't know. I see people, running up to fight the monsters all the time, and it makes it way harder. So I'm going to show you how to get through it easily and simply. So yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Ha 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 ha. As I said, there's always ways around everything here. Okay, I need to get Stunning Shield on the actual caster. So I need to make sure I don't aggro the caster from up here. And I need to Stunning Shield the caster. I'm also going to just hold on Opportunity Attack to make sure I have Opportunity Attack up as well. Move speed, let's go. Okay, he has Owl's Wisdom. Displacement, shoot. He's crowd control immune. Get him. Please. There we go. Okay. So I'm actually going to shrine here just in case, because I need to get my action boost and stuff back. I wouldn't normally shrine multiple times, but it is what it is. I had over the bridge, but it broke on me at one point. The two lower runners were unreliable. I'll show you.
A cool breeze emanates from
Actually, when I say no fighting, I mean limited fighting.
This is a good place for a short
So
rest.
limited fighting, not no fighting. So, it's just basically to avoid all the stuff upstairs. Make it so the giant is never in any danger, so you don't actually have to do defend it. Yep, that's the trick. You just aggro everything. I don't have to intimidate on this character, which is what you would usually do. Instead, I'm just gonna have to hit people.
Shower down from the entrance to the crater's northern slope.
Man, the damage feels so sad when you don't get critical strikes. That's DDO in a nutshell. You basically just wait for the critical strikes to take a big chunk into the monster. 70 damage, 300. And that gap gets way more pronounced the higher level you get to. If you're like, oh, that'll go away eventually, no. The critical damage, or the critical hits go way up the higher level you get. Also, what's up, Suit Guy? How are ya? How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Need to change a feat on your main, but I need 3 feat swap. Why don't you just do a lesser reincarnation? Go get yourself a lesser heart of wood, and then lesser reincarnate into a new build.
Across the bridge and up the cliff lies the North Crystal.
Or you can use astral shards for your sweet feat swaps. It's not ideal, but it will technically work. That's what some people do. Alright, so here's how we do this. You're going to run upstairs, and I need to aggro all the monsters. I don't want to kill them, I just want to have aggro on them. Because if I kill them, they're going to respawn. So, talk to this guy, and let's run up here and aggro everything. I forgot how long Gianthold takes when you do it by yourself. Oh my god. Oh. So that guy's already aggro on me. This guy's broken and won't load. Load, please. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I got aggro on this and this. I don't have aggro. It doesn't matter if the giant's taking damage. I don't care right now. Okay, I should have aggro on him. I have aggro on all of these guys, so good. I have to kill these minotaurs. That's it. And once the minotaurs are dead, then I stand down here. By standing right here, the minotaurs have to run up, and all the monsters are attacking me into the floor. I don't actually have to defend the giant anymore, and I can just kind of space out. So the minotaurs will come here, they fight me, and then I kill them. That's it. Well, the problem isn't the materials, it's the cooldown time, right? Because when you need a feat swap, it's a 2-day, 18-hour cooldown on feat swaps. Same patterns in invis and fight through 2 runners. Yep, I just don't have invisibility. I'm a fighter, dude. I fight. Raw. You gotta work with what you got. You might want to make yourself a 12-layer cheesecake, but all you got is a handful of nails. You're not making a 12-layer cheesecake, so you gotta be realistic and work with what you got, and that's what I do here. I'm teaching people to use the tools that you have. I haven't gotten anything from any weird sources. I haven't transferred anything from any other character. Just the tools that I've picked up during the leveling process. Admittedly, that was a good pull. That was a good pull. That was a good pull. But other than that, the rest of my items are pretty mundane and straightforward. Things you can get from just leveling. The whole process of what I've equipped and why I've equipped it has been pretty apparent through this whole series. And the strategy that I've used are here to guarantee as much success as possible. As I'm a big fan of saying, do what you can, not what you can't. Unless you don't like cheesecake, well, yeah, that's also true. Yeah, do what you can and not what you can't. That was the guiding philosophy I used when I was like in school, especially, is when I was working on like tests. So you have like a big test in front of you, you get a huge exam. Don't worry about the things you don't know. Do the things you know right away. If you know something right away, do it. If you get to a question you don't know it right away, move on to the next one. Just do what you can, not what you can't, and then come back to the things you don't remember at the end. That's what happens to a lot of people, is they don't do that. And they work on every question in order, and then they run out of time before the end because they wasted too much time. Do what you can, know what you can't. You know, it's not bad. That's how you do that. Same thing here. Don't worry about like, oh, how do I get invisibility? Well, you find a way to get around without it. Also, I really love this cloak. So for those that don't know, this is the old Epic Destiny setup. It used to exist. Oh, he's done. Nice. But this is the old Epic Destiny setup, and I love this cloak. It looks so pretty. Here we go. Alright, let's go fight the final boss. There's so much waiting in this quest. I don't love it. When the Life Shaper was bugged in every single life, you get a free LR. Good times. I don't actually. I don't remember those times. But also, who doesn't like cheesecakes? Real question, real talk. Goodbye, Isildort. R.I.P. I don't know who you are, but you just died to a trap in level 12.
Says Blaze. Look, the gate to the spire.
Hey, big giant boy, get out of here.
Monsters is coming through.
There's a wizard in D&D-er. D&D-er, that's funny. Like how these guys will just try to like surround me and kill me, but they don't realize that they're not surrounding me in a bad way. God, being a fighter is so crazy. Having like 60 armor class and 100 physical resistance rating is just madness. Are you using chain lightning on your wizard, or did you just like 1v3 and win with like basic spells?
Winds up to the top of the spire. At its peak, the true caster of the Madstone.
Isildur, cast the bard into the fire. That's the wrong accent. I don't know how to do a Hugo Weaving as Elrond accent. Apologies. Execute. Yeah. That's okay. Take a break. Do some other stuff. I'm a huge believer in taking a break. If you're not having as much fun, especially with like a video game, just take a break. Walk away. There's tons of games out there. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile. Been talking about a lot of Path of Exile. Pretty good. Just hit 93 this morning. Yeah, getting up there, man. 93. Feeling good. So it's fun. What else is good? Dark and Darker. You can play that. That one's pretty fun. What else is out there?
The greater here will drive you mad, and only death will bring peace.
Oh yeah, I gotta do... Okay, I actually need my hireling for the next one because I can't do Prison of the Plains without help. So it's gonna take me some time. You gonna push 99 and 100? No. No. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, let's get Larafay out of my party. Perfect. Really weird. But now I can actually summon her. I need a hireling to do Prison of the Plains because you need a hireling to be able to pull the doors for you. So that should be fun.
Hate and anger.
I still have death block.
It still burns.
And you pretty much always want to have death block when you play on hardcore. If you're on the regular server, you don't have to worry about death block as much. It's not as big of a deal. But if you're on hardcore league, I would pretty much always recommend having death block whenever possible, because you never know when that situation is going to come up where you're going to get instant killed. Because that's the scary part about an instant kill, is it's instant. But when it's ready? Oh, 100%. I'm not recommending that people play it like right now, because you're either going to enjoy it and be excited for the final product, or be like, because it's like mega buggy. The collision's really buggy, and the projectiles are a little buggy, and you get DC'd a lot. Good game. But it's fun. But yeah, but that's just it. It's like, it's a very, very entertaining concept. I like it. Like I said, what it does for me, the reason why I don't like the regular battle royales is because of getting killed by somebody from like a zillion miles away. It's the reason why I don't like Fortnite or Warzone or Blackout or all those battle royales. It just was annoying because you just get shot by somebody who is so far away you literally can't even see them on your screen. And so you spend like, in a 20-minute match, you spend 8 minutes scrounging around, finding nobody, looking for guns, doing all sorts of stuff, to then get just sniped from some dude a zillion miles away in a building you can't even see. And I hate that. I find that so unfun and frustrating. And Dark and Darker literally doesn't have that. All of its ranged combat is short-range combat. Because there are some big rooms, but the big rooms are not big enough that you can't see anybody on the other side of it. Unless they're actually using stealth to their advantage, at which point you're like, oh shit, stealth. You just have to pay attention. Also, this is a dungeon where you really want to have magic missile protection from, because the Zakia cultists will get you if you don't have it.
The chamber has been ruined beyond repair. The once glowing soup of Irian sits lifeless.
My bastard sword is breaking. That's bad. You like Fall Guys? Yeah, I love Fall Guys. Great game. Up, 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 down. You record that for later. I just typed in D. U-U-U-U-D. Oh, U-U-U-D. That's it. Up, 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 down. Yeah, Fall Guys is great. But the reason why I like Fall Guys is because I really like the TV show MXC. So I just pretend like I'm a actual contestant on the show MXC. Again, I like the concept of battle royales. I just don't like the concept of... Or I don't like the concept of how, like, these shooters do these gigantic, super mega, huge open worlds. Whittling down the player base to a core amount of people to pit them against each other is a great idea. But yeah, the other battle royales I just don't really like. That was the other thing too, was like I never got a win on Fortnite. The closest I ever got, I think, was 2nd place. With all the time I put into it. Whereas, like, Fall Guys didn't really take me that long. Because, like, you know, a lot of times you either get weeded out in the first match or you make it, like, pretty far. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fork and knife. Huh? What do you mean fork and knife? You don't like fork? What do you mean fork and knife? PvP spelling bee? Honestly, what a great idea. Like a battle royale typing of the dead.
A door with an intricate locking mechanism bars any
Oh,
further
Fortnite.
progress.
Fork knife. Got it. I'm stupid. Shooters suck? 100% disagree. I love shooters. First-person shooters, great product. Games to make sure you win every once in a while. I played before that. I played, like, beginning Fortnite. Amazing Style Dread did a moving job and new title. Yay! Congrats, dude. Has anything changed? In-game buffs? New class? New endgame? You haven't played since Isle of Dread. Let's see. They added the 3 new archetypes. Sacred Fist, Dark Apostate, and Stormsinger. And they also added the Imbue system, which reworked how the added damage on hits you get from classes works. So you know how, like, if you're an Inquisitive or whatever, you get to add law damage on all your shots? And if you're an Eldritch Knight, you now get to add, or you get to add, like, fire or acid or lightning damage onto all your attacks and whatever. Now, all of those systems are interconnected. So, for example, if you play as an Inquisitive, instead of getting law on your side dice, you now just get imbue dice, and this applies to anything that adds damage onto your attack. Like Arcane Archer, yeah. So if you're a Ranger Arcane Archer, you can put points into Inquisitive to get imbue dice, and that will add to your Arcane Archer damage. And you can only have one toggle on at a time. In almost all cases, there's pretty much no change in your damage. And in a lot of cases, there is... Because you can dip now into side areas, you can get a lot of extra damage. Inquisitive is also way stronger than it was before, because a lot of people cried about Inquisitive on the forums, and then the devs caved, and they made a huge buff to Inquisitive. So now it scales off of 200% range power as opposed to 150. And it's D10's damage instead of D8's for law on your side. And it's a lot more damage. So now, before, you would get like 12 dice or something like that on your Inquisitive. Now people are getting 37.
It is likely all must be filled for the chamber to open its planar cell.
Which is pretty good. Just pointing that out there. And that's also on top of the sneak attack and the range power and the extra damage they're doing. Alright.
This chamber is marked by the
Now, doing this with a hireling is annoying because it's just tedious, but, you know, whatever it is, what it is. Don't dispel magic, you piece of crap. This stupid guy just loads in and casts Dispel Magic. Imagine you're this Marut. You can do anything. Just punch me in the face, break my neck, you know, hit me with a Thunder Punch, throw me to another dimension, and he goes, Dispel Magic. Screw you, video game. I hate Dispel Magic. How do you get this cloak? This cloak is exclusive. It can no longer be acquired. You had to have every single Epic Destiny maxed out with the old system before September 2021 when they redid the Epic Destiny system.
For the plane of Fernia. As the plane of Fernia becomes terminus with our own, flames engulf the walls and lava flows from the portal.
So the amount of damage, you can see that Larcener is taking. She's already taken 200 from these fire elementals. That would be the amount of damage that you would take if you don't have resist energy. Make sure you have resist energy. You can see that she almost died there. Resist energy is good. Yeah, it was a special, like, you know, special cloak given to those who maxed out the system previous to having it, or before it changed over. Here we go. When did they give out the cloak? Then if you didn't give out the cloak, that means it was added to your inventory. So if you didn't get it, that means you didn't max out the system. You only had to have one character ever that had it maxed out. That's it. No, Max wasn't having all of the points, like having all the points unlocked. You needed to actually have the bars go all the way across the screen. It wasn't fill the karma. It was have every single bar, everything say maximum experience achieved. And a lot of people didn't have that. A lot of people had, like, they were level 5 with all of them, which is not it. It's 2 million each. 2 million XP each. Oh, did somebody ask a question that I missed?
The symbol of Maybar marks this chamber. The dim light within, the plane of Maybar opens, and darkness.
I have a ring to add fire damage. Will that work on your hand cannon? That depends on what it is, but hold on, I get strength damage. Oh, crap. Sorry, I'm, like, distracted here. I'm distracted and playing the game! Consequences are dire. Yeah, if it's the Lord of Blades ones, yes. If it adds fire damage to attacks, yeah. Yeah, it was automatically given to everybody that had it. You only had to have one character on your whole account, and then every character you ever make has it unlocked. There were some people that said that they didn't have it unlocked, but according to Cordovan, after it was happening, when they added that change about a year ago, he said that they had customer service investigate, and they hadn't found any cases where people had wrongfully not gotten their cloak. They only had cases where people thought they did what they were supposed to do and did not do the right thing because they maxed out and they got the karma, the 6 million karma in each of the spheres, which is not experience points, so it didn't count. Because a lot of people didn't understand the system because it was confusing.
The orbs no longer power the planar cell.
Yeah, exactly. You can't use 2 fire things, yeah. What am I doing? This one? I think that's it. I think I just have to do this one. I'm done, right?
The chamber marked by the symbol of the Shavarath has the faint oath. You find yourself in the center of a battle.
Hey, you get stunned, lady. Princess Aurelia. Whoop. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people misunderstood what the thing was asking.
Small piece of the Shavarath battleground. The orbs in the receptors are now lifeless.
He's gonna get to me in age. I know I did. I'm confused, but regardless, I wouldn't use it. Like I said, it's just one of those things. Not every, and it's also a cosmetic, so not everyone wants it. Still doing the super roll? Yes. I will be doing the super roll. Super roll! Just distracted. I have 7. We're good. It was an auto ad. All you had to do was log in. That's it. What skills did the Caster Druid build? You might assume Spellcraft? Oh, yeah, right. I forgot to add those in. It doesn't matter. Pick whatever you want. Just take Heal and Spellcraft. The other ones don't matter. I guess you can have Use Magic Device if you also want to cast Shield Wand, which is kind of useful. I think I started with an 8 Intelligence, so Use Magic Device, Heal, and Spellcraft sounds about right. Yeah, Spot can be handy as well, if you have more points. I want to ask you, would it break the game to have all Assassinate scale with Combat Mastery to give your other tactical DC? No, it wouldn't. They should make Assassinate a regular tactics and make it scale off of tactics bonuses. There's no reason to avoid doing that. It's really stupid that it doesn't, actually. It made sense when the numbers were scaled differently, but now Assassinate uses the same scaling numbers as, like, regular tactics like Trip and Sunder. So, yeah. I'm out of Expedition Retreat and all my charges are gone. All right. Come here, you robot bastard.
The court you came for answers. The court forced the giant reborns. Curse them.
Magic missile, eh? Hold on, I got this. Boom! You can't magic missile me anymore. I'm immune to your magic missiles.
Speaks again. He was the quarry screeches and the fire of Fernia fills the chamber.
Insta kill.
War force screams at the
Alright, so I'm gonna wait for everything to despawn.
battle cry of Shavaran.
I'm gonna send my hireling to go click that thing. Go, hireling, go click it.
A dark psychic energy.
I'm on Hardcore League, so I don't want to click the docent twice by accident. Like, I get nervous and I double click the mouse by accident, so I'd rather not deal with that and then get my character killed. The tree's so nice to let the trance work with the tree. Yeah, I still don't understand why they didn't let you do that in the first place. That one is definitely confusing to me. Alright, basically done Gianthold now. All I have left is Gianthold Tor. That's cool. Also, Furious was slain by a misadventure at level 11. I bet they are, in fact, Furious. Is my backpack full? No, but I have to repair my sword before I go to the Gianthold Tor. Also, I'm going to be very upset about that. Gianthold Tor has a lot of giants. You definitely want to have, or generally do want to have your like elemental resists up. So it's actually a really good idea to go get House P buffs because it would protect me very well. Oh, I guess I'm going to get my House P buffs. Just out of, it just is a precaution, you know. You never know when something bad might happen, so I'd rather just have it than not have it. Also, you can, that guy will slowly teleport you because he has to do his whole hand waving, but if he's already in the animation, you just click him again. So you just ask him to transport you twice and he transports you instantly. Gonna kill the dragons? No, I'm not gonna kill the dragons. There's no reason to. Even if I wanted one of the items, all the heroic items are bad, the epic items are good. So for example, if I wanted to get a globe of true imperial blood off of the black dragon, that would be kind of cool. But that's an epic Tor and not heroic Tor. The core eye screeches. It's a good emote. There's a lot of good emotes in there. I don't even pay attention to the emotes that are on here, man. Cruiser updates the emotes and then just says streamer update. Update, streamer, refresh. There's so many emotes now. Oh my god. Not a bad thing, but there's so many of them. Yeah, they... Exactly. Thank you for telling me that the Crucible was hard. Give me your... All these items are bad. Thank you. And... All these are bad. I'm just going to take the guild renown at this point. Dizzy and Glows Vertigo. If only I had a stunning item. That would be cool. Hey, Blaze. What's up? Defensive Helm of UMD Insightful Spell Sight. Very cool. Con 8 Insightful Repair Devotion 82. Great necklace, just not good for me. Frag, what's up? There we go, now I have the quest. Now it's time to do Gianthold Tor. I don't think anything dispels your magic in Gianthold Tor. Again, another quest it's very helpful to have people to split up with, because if you have two people going different directions, it's way faster. I forgot how long Gianthold takes when you have to do the whole thing by yourself. It's just wacky, man. Is Waffle Pog still allowed? Yeah, you can use Waffle Pog. Oh, and I forgot the hireling.
A giant glowers down.
Ooh, that's okay. I don't need the hireling. Do I have any spares in my backpack? Nope, that's it.
Circle, he shouts.
Oh well.
When you are prepared to swear undying fealty
100 gold
to the
pieces for
storm,
false life?
the
Yeah, basically.
air around the
Look at all these temp HP, man.
with magic.
I got 20 extra hit
Giant's
points.
eyes
I'm
are
invincible.
dull,
I can never die.
clouded with malice.
I didn't know we had this one.
Now, the giant says,
It's got
"Hear
the,
me.
got the little
The
Santa hat on it.
Storm Reaper
Amazing.
refused your audience and seeks to be slain."
Oh, fantastic. Too fast. Sorry, buddy. Oh, my false life. I took 20 damage. Gosh, dang it. Represent the ashes if you ate the first waffle made. Apparently that is a thing. Yeah, well, I learned my lesson now. I'll make some more waffles later, and I won't poison myself in the future. Look, if I wasn't supposed to eat the first waffle, the instructions should have said, you know, don't eat the first waffle. But did they say that? I don't know. I didn't read them. So they probably did. They probably had something like, don't eat the first one. It's poison, man. It's literally poison. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people saw the picture of the waffle and, you know, they were thinking about it and like, wait a minute. That waffle looks soggy. It's undercooked. But it was not an undercooked waffle. It was just I put the syrup on it and it got sogged up.
Where do these portals come from?
I was. Don't worry, Clary, it's okay. The problem is, I'm a Canadian, right? So my feeble Canadian body can't handle that much freedom. And so, as I tried to eat the waffle, in the shape of Texas, one of the freest places in the land, unfortunately for me, my body immediately started to reject the freedom, and I had to expel it out of my body. So I was unable to do it. Again, us Canadians not having the same level of freedom, it just didn't work. I mean, it's a pretty good emote. The thing about emotes is that somebody asked me what's the point of emotes, and if you have to ask that question, you've missed it already. It's one of those things where it's hard to explain, but it's just a way to add extra emotion to your text. The exact emotion you're trying to convey doesn't have to be clear. You just need to add some type of emotion to your text. Oh god. Die, please. I really need True Seeing. It turns out True Seeing is super helpful when everything casts stuff that makes them blurry. So this guy just cast True Seeing, which is really funny. Yeah, no, yeah, he cast True Seeing. Hilarious. Where do I get a True Seeing item? It's stupid how good Soundburst is, even at cap. Yeah, Soundburst is amazing. It's the reason why when Sonic Blast got nerfed and was no longer Area of Effect, it doesn't matter because you just cast Soundburst. Soundburst does more damage than Sonic Blast did, and it was a whole ass stun. The only downside is it costs 15 mana, but like whatever, you just deal. Get your mana regen song, and you're all set. Stop knocking me away, you giant bastards. Oh, part of the family necklace. Alright. Maybe I will get it. Hey, first pull from House of Pain. First pull, House of Pain. Let's go. Text, exactly. That's it. That's the point of emotes. It's to convey emotion. What kind of emotion? I don't know. It's to do something with something. Give Shrimp Sour emote for the silly questions. Yep. Thank Horse for that one. Horse is the one that put that one together. This is a good emote. I have quite a few creatives, you know, in my audience. I'm very fortunate for the people that take the time to do a little bit of Photoshop. Just make something fun for everyone to use and to participate in. It's a good time, man. Goodbye, Barette. Slain by Stonejaw. Guys, get out of the dinosaur's mouth. Just don't be inside the dinosaur's mouth. It's not a good idea. Get out of there. I know I can't stop you, but I can try. I beg and I plead, and I just don't want you to get eaten by a big, scary dinosaur.
You are free to move deeper into the Tor.
Dinosaur dentistry does not work out well. I can imagine not. No.
Is buried under these rocks. Through the narrow passage is a small hiding place, and in it is
with
the
antlers
kobold you saw before.
That's actually true. There is no Wolfipede with antlers. I would have to draw the Wolfipede head with the antlers. I would just need to take the thing and stick the antlers on it and a little nose. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I could do that today. Good idea. This is why I need people that are smarter than me around me.
Gone. You find a crevice concealed by rubble.
What if they want to get eaten by a dinosaur? Do you ever think about their feelings? No.
You tumble
Think about other people's feelings. It's just going to lead you down a rabbit hole. Yell at people for not conforming to your ideas or something. Oh, right. I forgot. There's the ice. This is not deep tar. True. It's not. At least it's not deep tar. Tar. But it's so warm. Isn't that supposed to combine? It does combine. It does. One of them does. I got feared. I rolled a 2 and then a 1. Go, fear, go! I'm gonna kick these guys' ass. I don't care if I'm afraid. Oh, there's something weird about my attacks. They're like really sluggish. They're like not landing. Oh, almost everything in this room is blurry. Again, true seeing.
As the lever clicks into
I'll get true seeing eventually. Hello, do max spell stack with empower spell? Maximize spell and empower spell do stack together, yes. You can turn on all your meta magics at the same time. If you have a meta magic, you can have more meta magics. So you can have as many as you want going at the same time. Just bear in mind, they will increase the mana cost of your spells. So if you have maximize and empower and enlarge and intensify and heighten and quicken, your spells will cost a lot of spell points. I don't need to deal with this.
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is just
Yeah.
large enough to crawl.
That's also when you see casters like, yeah, flying around corners and just blowing people up in one hit. That's how. Maximize, empower, quicken. Yep. Reindeerapede? A reindeerapede. Oh, God. I said I had an idea for a Wolfipede themed Christmas sweater for the holidays to throw in the e-store, but the idea, what I wanted in terms of like solidifying exactly what I wanted to be designed came together too late, so there would be no way to get anything like that out for the holidays. So we'll have something fun for next year or in the future.
Gears glide deeper foot. The path forward has opened.
Die, Spellbinder. Why does everything have blur? Why do they all have blur? Oh. I really should have farmed out, like, the Night Ring, whatever. The one from, Rusty Reception. Just seeing ring out of there. Also, for some reason, this guy only has blurry, but it looks like displacement because it's so big and poofy. Christmas in July? Honestly, not a bad idea. The Giants make everyone take it? Yeah, just force them. You've got to take blur. What if these adventurers come in and they don't have true seeing? What if they do have true seeing?
With maddening eyes, casting an elaborate spell. You did not the glowing statue.
Alright. Pull them all in. We do Christmas in July, we do Sunfest in December. I mean, it does get pretty dark in December over here. Oh, he's ready. Hey, what's up? And now I just have to kill all these monsters to be free. To be free of this place. Oh, Critmas, not Christmas. Oh, what year is Christmas? Or Critmas? What month is that? I don't really know what that means. I'm only familiar with Christmas. Critmas is new to me. Oh. Did somebody get... Okay, I wasn't paying attention to chat. You missed the in May award? In May award. I mean, I don't know if I need mayonnaise on a holiday. I mean, yeah, you put mayonnaise on top of a sandwich. You throw mayonnaise on the edges of your bread when you're going to be making a grilled cheese sandwich. It's going to be pretty good. But do I need mayonnaise inside of my holidays? I don't know about that. Alright, so now I got Vicious Shield, which is good. So the next step is now going to be finishing off Stalwart Defender, basically. And I want to do the armor expertise, because this gives me armor class. This also gives me armor class, but it also gives me hit, chance, and damage, which is really important. I want shield expertise as well, because it gives an enhancement bonus to your weapons. Also, Sidonia is going to give me 1 item. Give me 1 item. Okay. Death Locket. No. Spiked Boot. No. Iron Bead. No. Shamanic Fetish. No. No. Nothing. All right. If I was to buy an augment, what would I want? Because I have some relics, right? So I could probably buy an augment out of here. So if I was to buy an augment, what type of augment would I want to buy? Because these guys sell augments for 12 and 16. If you need augments, by the way, they're fantastic because they're really inexpensive. They're easy to get. Strength 8's kind of good. I don't really need spell power. Protection, resistance, defense, sheltering, false life 30 is pretty good. Evocation DCs, enchantment DCs, conjuration. Sapphire defense 20 is interesting. I already have this hat though. I could get extra strength because I already have strength 6, but I could get higher than that. I could also just straight up get wisdom because I don't currently have wisdom and it would give me an increase to my will saves, which would be helpful. I do have natural armor from Constitution. I believe I get protection armor class from something. Although if I don't, I could get +6 extra armor class, which would make me tankier, which would be kind of cool. I don't have protection, so I could get Sapphire protection for level 16. But I'm not sure. I'm going to take the Ancient Dragon Relic so I have something, just I can hold on to it. It's a good idea. Charisma for more UMD. 8 Charisma for UMD would be kind of good. And I will buy a Hireling. It's a good idea. Alright. Which one do I need? Dragon. Dragon Relics. There we go. I can almost buy 2 augments.